Hello, my beautiful besties. I hope you are having just the most amazing day, evening, or night whenever you are watching this video. This is going to be a timeless tarot pick a card, so whenever you are seeing this, I hope you are just having the most amazing day, evening, or night today. If you are new, hey, what? My words are literally glitching right off the bat, making a great first impression. Hello and welcome. My name is Liv, and we do weekly pick a card videos here every week on this channel. So if you like what you see, definitely be sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I post new videos weekly. And if you are returning, hello, you cutie patootie. I am so excited you are here. Thank you so much for being a part of this family and for returning for another high vibrational video today. Before we go ahead and jump into today's video, I wanted to remind y'all that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. Over on my Patreon, I offer early access to the videos you see here, monthly vlogs, bonus spiritual content, energy readings. So definitely be sure to go check that out if you are interested. And I wanted to remind you that I do offer private readings at www.marinatarot.com. My private reading format is exactly like what you see here on YouTube. It is a recorded video just like this that you get to watch over and over again if you would like to, except that it is specifically calculated and customized for you and your own energy. And I also do offer cord cuttings, I offer pendulum questions, and candle intentions. So if you want to check out any of that, my website is www.marinatarot.com, and you can also find all the information in my description or the pinned comment of the video. So let's go ahead and get on into this. All right, I am so excited for today's video. We are doing a 3-month prediction today, but I am trying something a little bit new. Normally when I do my prediction videos, I just do like a general, smorgasbord of what we're looking forward to in the next 3 months. But today your girl wanted to get specific. We wanted to get calculated details. So we are going to be tuning into career, love, finances, and general for every single pile here today. So it's going to be, each pile gets 4 different categories for the next 3 months, and I'm just so excited. I think it's going to be super fun. So yes, this is a timeless tarot, so whenever you are watching this, if you're watching it the day it goes live, then it's 3 months from today. If you're watching it in 2027, then it's 3 months from that day. Like whenever it is for you, it's just 3 months from the day that you chose to stumble upon this video and tap into this energy. So let's go ahead and talk what we have here today. If you are new to pick a card style videos, you can pick in a bunch of different ways. To be honest with you, if you like any of the stones you see here, you can pick based off of that. If you like the cards you see here, you can pick based off of that. If you like the numbers 1, 2, or 3, you can pick based off of that. There are so many ways you can pick. Honestly, I just recommend trusting your intuition, taking a few deep breaths, and asking your guides, spirit guides, which pile is meant for me? What do I need to hear? What energy do I need to tune into for the next 3 months? And then let your intuition guide you. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and take a look at the stones we have here. Pile number 1 is this beautiful piece of opalite here. I absolutely love this stone. I think I've shared the story of this stone before in my videos where I didn't originally want this because I had some like weird trauma with opal and I thought it was opalite, so I grabbed it. Turned out to be opal, and I absolutely love this stone now. Pile number 2 is one of my favorite stones of all time, which is Agate Botswana. This stone to me, it just looks like the ocean. Like it looks like you are at the ocean and there is just sand and waves and bubbles, and I don't know, something about the way this stone ripples, it just really does something for my eyes. Like I just really enjoy it. And then pile number 3, I don't completely remember. This is either Kambaba Jasper or Petrified Wood. So I truly don't remember. I'm so sorry. I've had this stone for forever, but it is just an absolutely beautiful stone, and the shape of it is just so freaking unique. So I really enjoy this stone as well. So I'm going to give you cuties some time with some meditation music to chill out and ask your guides which pile is meant for you. Again, we are tuning into 3-month predictions, your general predictions, your love predictions, your career, and your finances for the next 3 months of your life. So tune into your spirit guides, ask them which pile is meant for you, and then I will see you cuties for your pile pick. Alright, so I don't normally do readings like this. Like I said, I typically just do them in the general style, but I was just really called to do categories today, so that is how we're going to do it. So I did pull, like I said before, categories or cards for each category. So we're starting off with the general, then we're going to go into the love, then we're going to go into finances, and then never and the last but least, career. And then I went ahead and just pulled some general guidance oracle cards for you as well, which are just going to show at the end to encapsulate the whole reading as one. And as always, all the decks I'm going to use are going to be linked in my description if you want to check them out. And we are starting off with the Mermaid Tarot. So let's go ahead and see what is going on in general in the next 3 months for you. You only got 2 cards for this year. Not only, but I just feel like we got so many cards going on. So I just tried pulling 2 to 3 cards for each category. So right off the bat, we have 7 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So I am definitely tuning into some people for this pile, for this reading, who have been going after something, maybe even wanting to create something, create a miracle, create a the word baby just came to my head. So maybe you are wanting to quite literally conceive a child. This is the only deck I've ever seen that has depicted the 7 of Pentacles as a woman who is pregnant and a bassinet. So if that is a goal of yours, if that is something you desire, Spirit is acknowledging that in the next 3 months and saying that that is definitely a possibility for you. If you do not want to be pregnant, no worries, not trying to freak you out at all. The 7 of Pentacles here is really just saying that your hard work is starting to pay off. So I definitely feel like I am tuning into people who have dreams, goals, ideas, ambitions, something you've been working really hard on. Maybe you've been working really hard at school and you're getting ready to graduate, or maybe you're working really hard at a job and that promotion is going to finally start coming your way. Maybe you've been wanting to start your own business and you're going to finally start seeing those clients you've been dreaming of. I'm really just seeing like success for your hard work, and Spirit is saying kudos to you for not giving up, because it's so much easier to give up and give in than it is to keep going. But Spirit is acknowledging that because you have not given up, in this next 3 months you're going to start seeing that success. Now I want to be specific when I tell you that I'm not necessarily saying that you're going to see all of a sudden millions of dollars pouring into your life in one day. Now that is totally possible, and I love that for you. But the 7 of Pentacles is more like you're going to start seeing the acknowledgement. So maybe you are somebody who has a creative endeavor. You might start getting a few clients here and there in the month of, or in these next 3 months, all right? You might start, you know, getting on your boss's radar to get that promotion, those kinds of things. Like the abundance is definitely coming, but it's more of like the beginning energy of that. And it's not saying to get upset or get anything about that. It's just like a very positive energy. Oh my God, there's a lot of heat in my hands. So I'm definitely tuning into somebody that works with their hands for work. But there is that energy of, you know, people are going to start noticing the hard work you put in, and Spirit is kudosing you for that. I could have worded that so much better, and for some reason I just did not. Paired right next to that, you got the High Priestess. So if you are somebody who practices spirituality, if you are somebody who has a spiritual practice for a career, that being paired with the 7 of Pentacles is saying you're going to start seeing that success in that field. If you are not somebody that uses your spirituality, your spiritual practice as a career, Spirit is saying maybe just start taking some of your spiritual practices that you use and work with them to really start manifesting your desires into reality, because the High Priestess is very spiritual, very in tune, very intuitive, very psychic-like. So I'm definitely tuning into people who have a lot of spiritual gifts, have a lot of spiritual abilities, and maybe you just keep that separate from work, which is totally fine. But Spirit is saying as you're separating that, remember, like when you do have your spiritual gifts and your spiritual abilities, to also use that gift to manifest whatever it is you're wanting. So say you're a baker and you don't want to bring your spiritual gift into your baking business. You absolutely do not have to. But when you are practicing spirituality, remember to use your spiritual gifts that you have to manifest your baking career taking off. And like I mentioned, I was feeling a lot of heat and warmth in my hands. So if you are somebody that works with your hands a lot for your career, or somebody who's interested in energy work or Reiki or anything in which you use your hands as energy tools, or if you use your hands for your job, this is just an extra confirmation that this is your pile. All right, so I do see a lot of general success for you in the next 3 months. So just be open to it. Be open to practicing some more spiritual hygiene. excuse me, if you have been called to just strengthen your spiritual career or your spiritual practice, as in maybe you've just been called to meditate more, maybe you've been called to do more readings, maybe you've been called to just tune in and listen to your guides more. They really want you to prioritize your connection with your energy and with your own spirits in the next 3 months, because it's going to bring you a lot of insight is what I am seeing here. All right, so that was what we got for general. Next, we're tuning into our love energy. So let's go ahead and see. I went ahead and pulled you 3 cards for love. So let's go ahead and tune in here. Trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I've never done this before, like I mentioned. So let's go ahead and see. All right, the first card we got is Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and 4 of Swords. Interesting vibes, my love. Interesting vibes. So what I am seeing here is that you, interestingly enough, we didn't get any cups when we're talking about romance. So this is showing me a couple of things. A cup all of things, but no. All right, landed flat. That's totally cool. Is that if you are not currently in a relationship, and if it's one that you desire, I do definitely see a new energy approaching in your life for you, because regardless of if it's cup or not, you did get an ace here, and aces are always about new energy. But some interesting vibes I'm getting for you right now is that more than anything, it's really important for you in the next 3 months to prioritize yourself. If you are in a loving, committed, happy relationship, you can definitely find a healthy, happy balance between prioritizing your loved ones and prioritizing yourself, because I think I am just getting this energy that you might just be feeling a little bit overwhelmed in your relationships. This could be, if you're not in a loving relationship right now, this could be a platonic relationship, this could be a friendship, whatever it looks like for you. I'm just tuning into the energy of Spirit trying to teach you to find that healthy, happy balance. So like I said, if you're wanting to be in a relationship, definitely open to the opportunities, but make sure you don't give too much of yourself away, because the 10 of Wands here, I do see it leading to kind of feeling overwhelmed, overworked, and burnt out, and we don't want to manifest that into our life. All right. And so you might find yourself currently in a relationship that feels like it's taking a lot from you. Maybe you feel like you're constantly having to give. Maybe things have just been a little bit more tension lately. Maybe some shit's going on with the planets and you just feel like tension is high and things are not really smoothing themselves out. Things are not really working themselves out. Spirit is saying that I definitely don't think anyone here has like malicious intent or ill intent towards you, but it's just about you setting those boundaries, right? Which is never the most fun thing to hear, but it's so important to set those healthy, happy boundaries in relationships, because that's what leads to, in my opinion, a really long-term successful relationship, because people do need space away. People do need time to themselves. People do need just boundaries, and it's okay to set those. If you feel like you're taking on all of this person's problems, burdens, stresses, worries, you got to set that boundary. A motorcycle just drove by my house so fast, so maybe this is like a loud feeling for you. You got to set those boundaries of like, look, I love you, I adore you, and I appreciate you, but I just need a little bit of space. I just need a night. Oh my gosh, sorry. I just need a night to myself. You know what I'm saying? It's not like saying we're on a break, like on Friends. We're not doing that vibe, okay? But it's more of just like, I need to set some healthy boundaries. How about tonight, you go do your thing, I'll do my thing, and we'll just have enjoyable time separate. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of setting those healthy boundaries, asking your partner for some time alone, or asking your partner just to not emotionally dump on you right now if you feel like they've just been emotionally dumping on you, whatever it is. But do it with love, my love. Do it with love, okay? With the 4 of Swords paired here, your guides are definitely just tuning in to reminding you to definitely practice your own self-care, practice spending time by yourself, practice spending time alone. I know for a lot of the times, this is something that I struggled with a lot, was that I didn't want to be alone because I didn't want to deal with my own thoughts and feelings and emotions. So I'd rather constantly be around somebody so that I wasn't alone with my own thoughts. I wasn't alone with my own fears. I wasn't alone with what I was going through. But your guides want you to be alone a little bit during these next 3 months. It's not saying you're going to be single if you don't want to be, and it's not saying you're going to be like completely alone. It's just saying to prioritize your quiet time, prioritize spending time in meditation, prioritize spending time alone, prioritize taking a bubble bath by yourself, prioritize going on walks, prioritize just quieting your mind is a really loud message for you, because I feel like you've been going. I feel like you've been going. I feel like you've been there for everybody. I get the visualization of someone being pulled in like a million different directions, like Elastigirl. Y'all hear my throat chakra? Okay. Oh my God. This is energy that needs to move through pile number 1. All right. So I feel like someone's being pulled in a million different directions. And right now, it's time for you to call back your power. And the way that we do that is by setting healthy boundaries and sticking to them. Stick to your boundaries, and not only setting boundaries with other people, but setting boundaries with yourself, right? Okay, today I'm not going to go over to my significant other's house because I really need to focus on what's going on with me, and I'm going to set that boundary and I'm going to stick with it. Okay, I really need tonight alone just to play video games and clear my mind, and I'm going to set that boundary and I'm going to stick to it. Again, and not being rude, not being aggressive, but just with love, being like, hey, me and my wife do this all the time because it's so important to do so. Like, hey, I need some alone time. I need some space because we live in the same house and it's not a very big house. All right, so we're like, hey, I need some alone time. I need some space. We just go do our own separate things for a couple hours, and we come back and we're able to, be with each other. We're able to be connected with each other because we have already previously set those boundaries. So Spirit is definitely wanting you to prioritize boundary setting with yourself and with others when it comes to romantic or just loving relationships in general, and really prioritize focusing on yourself in the next 3 months. Prioritize focusing on self-care, self-love, self-hygiene, rest, relaxation, because I feel like with the 10 of Wands, if we don't rest now, we're going to get to a place of just complete burnout, and it is so much harder to pick yourself up once you are completely run dry. So before you get to that point, prioritize some rest, prioritize some loving, resting, healing energy. All right, let's go ahead and see what is going on with finances now. I feel like I need to move some things over. So I'm going to do a little stack attack here. Give me 1 second and I will rearrange this and I'll be right back. All right, so the next cards in line are going to be our finances, and then the last cards are going to be career, and then again I pulled some just general energy reading cards for you. Hi besties, Liv editing here from the future. I 100% read pile number 3 and pile number 4 in your reading as both career, and I caught myself tripping up at the end, but I still read the 4th pile as career as well as the 3rd pile, so I'm letting Spirit speak there, and what I'm taking from that is I think your finances and your career really do go hand in hand for you personally, pile number 1, so take both of them as career or both of them as finances, whatever resonates the most with you, but I do think for you, they are conjoined. So I'm sorry that it's confusing. I don't know why I read both of them that way, but I guess Spirit was speaking and we let them speak. So hope you enjoy. All right, so finances. We got the 5 of Swords in reversed. We got the Knight of Pentacles upright, and then we got the World. Let's see if I can arrange these to look okay. I do see a sequential order for you. So since we are talking about 3 months, this is how I'm going to read it. 5 of Swords is how I feel like you might be in right now with your career. I feel like maybe you kind of feel like there are people going against you during this time. Maybe you feel like people have just been bullying you. Or another message I'm getting is that you're just kind of feeling maybe even left out or bullied by our guides sometimes, because sometimes it feels like our guides just they fight, right? Sometimes it feels like my spirit guide used to always say, smack us over the head with a 2x4. And maybe that's kind of the energy you're feeling right now, is that your guides are just not there for you. It feels like they're just fighting you. Or maybe this is somebody in your literal field. Maybe you feel like somebody's underhanding you, or that I just get a discord energy. I feel like there's energy going on around your career right now, whether it is a person, whether it is a energy, whether it is within yourself, that's just feeling like it's more ego than it is higher self right now. I feel like we're in a defensive energy. I feel like we're in this energy that we need to defend, we need to fight for ourselves, we need to stick up for ourselves. But your guides are saying that that's going to come to an end very, 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 very soon. And just to kind of watch yourself and check yourself, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I do kind of feel like there is an opportunity right now for you to kind of get caught up in somebody else's drama, somebody else's energy, somebody else's ego, I guess you could say, is what I'm seeing here, is there's an opportunity for you to get caught up and almost swept in somebody else's drama, and your guides are wanting to warn you of that before you get caught up in it, because you have so much career success ahead of you. And so don't let it kind of get tainted, or don't let it get soiled by somebody else's drama, by somebody else's ego, because that simply is just not going to serve you. I'm feeling a lot of pain in the middle of my back, so if that is you, let's go ahead and breathe it through, my love, because that is energy. So let's just take a couple deep breaths together real quick. All right. So that's what I'm seeing for this current month you are in right now. For the next month ahead of you, the month of 2, we have the Knight of Pentacles showing us that I really do feel like there is going to be a very positive change in your career. I feel like there is going to be, like with the 7 of Pentacles, that money is going to start coming your way. You're going to start seeing, oh my gosh, this is what I've worked so hard for. I'm finally seeing the results of all the hard work I've put in. And the only additional message I'm being told to tell you here with the Knight of Pentacles is to be reminding of the fact, to remind yourself of the fact that it's also okay to learn along the way. I think sometimes when we finally get to where we always have wanted to go, I was actually just talking to my friend about this today, we can get so caught up in the end destination that we kind of forget to enjoy the journey. And your guides are wanting to remind you that yes, the end destination is beautiful. This thing you've worked so hard for is glorious and exciting, and it's going to be in your forefront, but don't forget about the journey along the way. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses. Don't forget to learn new things as you go along, because if we're just so hyper focused on the end destination, I can almost guarantee you that when you get there, it's not going to taste as sweet as you once thought it would. So enjoy the destination, or enjoy the journey along the way, because that is what makes the destination, that is what makes the end goal so absolutely delicious. All right. And then you got the World here, and I feel like this is your 3rd month energy, and the World is saying that you have success, you have completion. There are so many things that you've completed in these 3 months. You've worked so hard for yourself. You've worked so hard for other people, if that's what it is for you. Like, you have done the hard work, and Spirit is acknowledging that, and they're seeing that. And I feel like you're really going to start seeing, okay, this is the success I've always wanted. This is the success I've always like strived to have. But again, don't forget to enjoy the process along the way. And I almost feel like, because the World is also about like success and completion leading to new opportunities. So I do feel like at the end of this 3 months, you might have reached a goal you have wanted to reach. And now you're kind of in that space of, okay, where next? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening next? What can I expect next? And what lies ahead for me? But I do see a lot of success and celebration. So definitely sit in that and enjoy that while it's there, and sit in it as long as you would like to. Sit with yourself, feel yourself, praise yourself. Yes, 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 I did it. I've done it. We're amazing. Thank you, Spirit, for all the guidance. What do you have in store for me next is definitely what I'm seeing for you in regards to career. All right. And then the last tarot cards I pulled for you today, the last category is going to be finances. I typically do read career and finances as one and the same, but for a lot of people, they're not. Maybe your finances have nothing to do with your career. So you got quite a few cards for this. We're probably going to have to rearrange along the way, but that is totally fine. The first card you got is 8 of Pentacles here. And then you got Knight of Wands. Yes, yes. You got the Strength card. And then you also got the 7 of Wands. Interesting. I'm going to rearrange real quick so you can see everything, and I'll be right back. All right, so I hope that you guys can see all of those cards. I try rearranging it in the best possible way. So this is so interesting to me, all right, because I think you remember, maybe you remember when I was earlier talking about with the 5 of Swords, the need of like defending yourself. We are definitely seeing that energy here, both with the 7 of Wands and the Strength card, which are cards of really about holding your position, holding your stance. And I'm getting a couple energies with that. All right. So maybe with the 5 of Swords and the career position, I think that, remember how I was talking earlier with the 5 of Swords about the energy of really needing to like defend yourself and defend your position? I am definitely still seeing that here with the career energy, with both the Strength card and the 7 of Wands showing up and telling us that there is this need of defending yourself. So possibly with the current position you're in with your career right now, you might need to stick up for yourself. You might need to defend yourself. You might need to use your voice. And I'm going to be super honest with the energy when I tell you that I don't necessarily feel like you're having to defend yourself to another person. You definitely could be. This could be someone in your family that's like, oh, you really think that that's going to work as a career? You really think that you could be a successful X, Y, and Z? And you might just have to kind of block that out and stand true to your position. But a louder message I'm getting is that you're going to have to defend your position to yourself. I kind of feel a lot of self-contradicting energy coming up in the next 3 months. And that's not something to like be upset about or be worried about. It's something that happens to all of us, full transparency. And I just kind of get this energy of reminding yourself that, you know what, maybe, see, there's my throat chakra again. Maybe this hasn't been the easiest journey. Maybe it hasn't been the easiest transition, but I made this choice for a reason, and I am on the right path. And your guides want you to know that good of all, harm to none. You are on the right path. You are on the right path of strength. You are on the right path of getting what you are desiring. You are on the right path of your career taking off. Like, you've made the right choices, and you just have to kind of defend yourself almost to yourself. And what I mean by that is when those self-contradicting beliefs come up, when those self-beliefs come up of doubt, worry, fear, fear, failure, just kind of having a talk with yourself and being like, you know what? I hear you, I see you, I feel you, my fear, but this is not serving me right now. So you have to let me jump and you have to let me try. Because the Eight of Pentacles showing up with the Knight of Wands is like, this is going to bring success. It's going to bring financial success. It's going to bring financial rewards, especially with the Eight of Pentacles here showing us that you are going to be acknowledged not only by, you know, yourself, but by others around you. I feel like what you're going to do is going to not only influence you, but also influence your community, whether it is your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's your found family. I just get this energy of the work you're putting in for your career is really going to start paying off. So do not give up right before the miracle occurs is a loud quote coming to my head right now. Don't give up right before the miracle occurs. Don't give up in general, but that's just a loud message Spirit wants to say in this present moment, because with the Seven of Wands showing up here, it's just the energy of needing to defend yourself. And I really just truly feel like it's either to a familial person that's doubting your career or to yourself that's doubting your career. So definitely stay strong, definitely stand up for yourself, definitely remind yourself that you can do this, you are doing it, and that you will be successful with this. The Knight of Wands showing up represents action and energy and move, grow. And you got two knights here showing me that you might be somebody that is going to start getting this energy, that's going to start get this energy about you of action, movement, progress. And even within the next 3 months, if you've been feeling like you're in a stale, that could be applicable too, but if you feel like you're in a stall right now, like where your things have just kind of plateaued and you're not really growing, that energy is about to completely change, because Knights are fast paced, Knights are movement, energy, action, going, progress, especially the Knight of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. So definitely expect a lot of movement and growth in this next 3 months. And with the Wands cards being here, if you are somebody that has a creative passion or a creative purpose, definitely understand that that creative project is going to take off. All right, it's going to freaking take off at the end of the 3 months here, and it's just going to be beautiful for you. And I do see a lot of financial success, I do see a lot of financial rewards. And you know, it's not even just about finances, because we're talking about career right now, right? So maybe it's just the fact that you're going to finally start being acknowledged for all the hard work you've put in. People are going to start saying, dang, I actually have seen you. Like, I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you before, but I see you, I see your work, I see your effort, and I'm so grateful for all the energy you've put in. So even if it's not like financial abundance you're wanting to aspire to receive through this career, I just see acknowledgement. I see acknowledgement, success, recognition. And so if that is something you want to attain, it's definitely going to find you in this next 3 months. Just going back to the reminder of not getting caught up in other people's dramas, other people's egos, other people's naysaying energy, because I do feel like that could kind of hold you back as an energy I'm receiving. It's almost like if we get caught up in that, this might just be delayed. I don't feel like it's never going to happen, because I do feel like this is in the stars for you, or in the cards for you, as we say. I think y'all remember when I like literally discovered as I was doing a reading what the term "it's in the cards" meant. Pew, mind blown. All right, but you know, whatever it is for you, don't get caught up in people's dramas and egos along this way, because it could hold you back. Not saying it's not going to happen, but I just think it would delay your progress. The next cards we're using are the Magic of Unicorns cards. These are some of my favorites, so let's go ahead and see what they have to say. The first card you got is Cosmic Sapphire. Act with honor and integrity and speak your truth, period. I actually pulled these backwards because I laid them out different, so I'm going to put this one over here because that's where I originally meant to pull it from. So that was my bad. I pulled them upside down, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Cosmic Sapphire also got the number 33. Definitely be open to seeing the number 33 in the next 3 months. Are you freaking kidding me? 333. Yes, please. Power energy here. Act with honor and integrity and speak your truth. All right. Especially being paired here with the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Wands, and honestly, even strength. You're going to be called to use your authenticity to really be your compass and be your guide in the next 3 months. Let it guide you to where you need to go. Let it be the thing that you need to do, or let it be the thing that you use as your compass to what decisions you need to make. Be your own authentic person. Don't let other people's thoughts, beliefs, doubts, worries consume your own mind and consume your own energy, and fill your head with beliefs that are not your own, because this is a time of growth. This is a time of progress and action and movement. And so it's super important right now to definitely listen to your own voice first and foremost. All right. The next card you got, now I'm going to read in the actual order, is look for the signs, number 11. Do you see the die or whatever this is here? It literally says 33. You got 33, and we're looking at the 3 month spread, period. Look for the signs, pay attention, expect an answer. With the High Priestess being paired here, your guides are definitely wanting to talk with you and communicate with you through the energies of spirituality, through the energies of mysticism, through the energies of a dream, a meditation, a synchronistic event. Definitely look forward to the numbers 33 in this upcoming month, because it is so loud for you. So definitely be open to receiving that number throughout this month as well, or at these 3 months. When you do see the number 33, pay attention to it, and pay attention to what you were thinking about right before you saw that number. What was the thing that was on your mind right before you saw that number? And then listen to that, because your guides are wanting to answer any questions you have through synchronistic events in the next 3 months. You also got Cosmic Emerald. Create perfect health, access divine abundance, period. Okay, number 31 also goes ahead and equals the number 4, and we got the 4 of Swords here also with the rest card. So your guides are really wanting you to tune into the energy of resting and healing in the next 3 months, because to be honest with you, sometimes work can burn us out, sometimes love can burn us out, sometimes giving can just burn us out, and your guides want you to prioritize healing yourself now and working with your health now and connecting with what health even really looks like to you. So that way, that was my watch. So that way you can create this abundant lifestyle, because health is abundance, right? Being in good health is abundant. Being in good mental health is abundant. Being in good spiritual health is abundant. And then being in good financial health is also abundant. So your guides are just really wanting you to focus on the energy of healing, resting, recovering, and understanding that that is also going to lead you to the energy of abundance. You also got number 5, new opportunities. Declutter your life, glimpse a magical doorway. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles here, and the World, I am not surprised that we got the card of new opportunities. You also got 5 of, oh my gosh, all the synchronicities for you, pile number 1. You got 5 paired directly over 5 here, okay? So the 5 of, sorry, my brain is getting clustered. There's too many signs, all right? The new opportunities card does not surprise me, because we also got the World here, World paired here. So when one cycle does end, please remember that that cycle ends so another one can begin. So it's nothing to be sad or upset or worried about. It is such a beautiful opportunity for you. If you've been in the energy of needing to do like a spring cleaning, for me it is springtime, and I'm actually going to get off of this reading when I'm done here and go like spring clean my house, because I'm just craving it. But whenever you are watching this, if you've been craving just like a house cleanse, if you want to declutter your home, declutter your life, like go through and do that, because whenever you declutter your literal space, like get rid of old trash, get rid of old things you're not using, get rid of old clothes you're not wearing anymore, get rid of old items you're not using anymore, it creates space and energy for new energy. So in order to receive the new energy, we first have to release what is not serving us. This could also be mental decluttering. You know, while going through the resting period, while going through the meditative period, you might realize and identify things about yourself or the people in your life that you're just like, that are just not serving you. And you might be called to, you know, have some friend breakups. You might be called, and maybe not even, but you might just be called to like release some energies in your life that are not serving you. If you are called to do that, go with the flow of where spirit is guiding you, all right? Because releasing what does not serve you makes way for new opportunities. I've shared this before that in 2022, I've had to go through quite a few friend breakups, and honestly, it was really hard, but it served me in so many ways. And as soon as I, you know, broke up with friends that were not serving me and just made this decision that I deserve people that really care about me, love and respect me, I actually ended up attracting some of the best friends I've had in a really long time. And I don't know if I would have had time to foster those connections if I was still, you know, spending time with the people that were just really mean to me and not serving me. So those things do happen for a reason. So just be open to that in the next 3 months as well. And if you don't have anyone in your mind that comes to that, it could just be literal decluttering. All right. The last card of this you got is number 24, also equaling the number 6, shower of blessings. Open yourself to receive and pay it forward. With the 8 of Pentacles, I also do get the energy of gratitude. I get the energy of working as a community. I get the energy of like sharing with one another. So I do feel like spirit is going to quite literally shower you with blessings in the next 3 months, and be open to receiving them in ways you may have not previously thought. So I talk about this a lot because it's something that quite honestly changed my life, is being open to receiving blessings in ways you may have not originally thought about it. So maybe you think to yourself, the only way that I could have $1 million is if I win the lottery, or the only way that I can be happy is if I'm rich, or whatever it looks like for you. But be open to receiving happiness and abundance through many other ways, because when you say something like the only way I could be rich is if I won the lottery, you're putting not only yourself but spirit in a box and where it can work, right? Because that's not actually reality. You don't know how many ways you can make abundance. So be open to receiving blessings in ways that you may have not once expected. You may receive knowledge that gives you an idea that may make you a lot of money. You may be open to receiving if you're wanting to attract happiness in your life, don't just limit the one way you can receive happiness, because maybe you'll meet a friend that gives you, this energy that you didn't know you needed. And then when you guys work together, you collaborate and you make something magical, which then leads you to abundance. Like whatever it is, be open to the many, many, many different ways Spirit wants to shower you with these blessings. And remember that every time you get, don't forget to give back, because every time we give back, we get back times 3. All right. The next cards and the last cards I pulled for you today, pile number 1, are the what are these called? Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle cards here. The first card you got is number 11. Are you kidding me? You got 2 11s here. Period. Paint the sun back into your sky. Absolutely beautiful. All right, absolutely beautiful. If you feel like lately things have just been kind of dark, things have just been kind of heavy, your guides are saying, I see you and I hear you and I understand. And they're just warning you in this next 3 months to prioritize connecting more with yourself. Prioritize making those connections with yourself again. Prioritize building connections with yourself. Prioritize understanding who you are and what brings you joy. What makes you so excited about life? Good of all, harm to none. What makes you so excited about living? Do more of that. If it's painting, paint. If it's creating, create. If it's baking, bake. Like whatever it looks like for you. If it's dancing in puddles and rain boots in a jacket, go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like what makes you so happy? Do more of that. Sometimes I feel like as we grow up, we really put our happiness on the back burner and we prioritize growing up. We prioritize being an adult. We prioritize all these things we think we should be doing. And we really just put our happiness on the back burner. And your guides are saying no more. All right. And these next 3 months, it's going to be a key to your success to prioritize your own happiness, because when you are prioritizing your happiness, you're being authentic. You're sitting with your truth. You're sitting with your genuinity. And when you, I don't think that's a word, but when you sit with your genuine self, you're going to attract so much more towards you. So definitely just tune into prioritizing yourself again. Like I said in the beginning, prioritizing your self-love, prioritizing your self-care, and really just doing things that make you happy. You also got Evil Queen, number 2. You deserve sugar, not salt. Interesting, because when we were talking about the love cards here, I definitely did not get that anyone you're currently with has malicious intent, but maybe you're having some past traumas come up from somebody that did have malicious intent in your life, whether you had somebody that just did not treat you right or manipulated you or gaslit you is a word that's coming to my head, or maybe even, I don't want to throw that word around actually, so I'm not going to say it, but just did not use you and did not work with you or love you in the way that you desired. Those things, those thoughts might start to kind of come up and trigger you in the next 3 months. And if they do, just remember to push yourself through it. What I mean by that is let yourself heal, let yourself feel, and then kind of push through those energies instead of letting them kind of succumb your mind and make you think that everyone feels this way about you, because you deserve sugar. You deserve somebody that loves you and cares about you and respects you. And maybe you are in a situation right now where you feel like there's just nobody good in your life, or you feel like you don't have people you can trust, and your guides are saying you deserve to receive that. But the way that that starts is with you. And I know that that is annoying. I just felt somebody be like, oh my God, Liv, I know that that is annoying, but to be honest with you, having good quality friendships, having good quality relationships, having good quality loving partners starts within yourself and what you realize and understand you are deserving of. Because if we think we're deserving of garbage, that's what we're going to receive. If we think we're deserving of being treated like freaking royalty, that's what we're going to receive. We deserve to be treated equally. That's what we're going to receive. You know what I'm saying? So it all starts with you. And that's again, while with the love cards, we're talking about resting, we're talking about recovering, we're talking about healing, because that is a core energy of understanding your worth and understanding what you deserve, so you can manifest that healthy, happy energy into your life. You also got number 23 here, also equaling the number 5. What is with these freaking synchronicities? Are you kidding me right now? Confidence. It comes with time and practice. All right, my loves, pile number 1. If you're hearing all this and you're like, Liv, I don't know how to channel in the nights. I don't know how to be confident. I don't know how to take this energy and make it my own. Ask your guides for help, but it's just a reminder that this comes with practice. It comes with time. I know that sometimes we see people who are so confident and we're like, man, I just wish I could be like them. I just wish I could walk like them. I wish I could live my life like them. How are they so confident? How are they so effortless? Maybe you're comparing yourself to people on social media, and your guides are saying enough of that, because to be honest with you, what you see from this one person's glimpse of life is not actually reality. All right, we all know that social media is fake. We all know it. You're getting a highlight reel. But to be honest with you, even the people that are really confident, they've had to work to get that way. They've had to go through their own healing. They've had to go through their own trauma. They've had to go through their own self-realizations to get to the point where they can walk with confidence. So no comparing yourself, no judging yourself, no saying, dang, I wish I was where they're at. No saying, dang, I wish I was as confident as they are. And when I'm saying no saying, I'm not saying like, oh, don't ever do that, because you're human and you're probably going to do it. But it's just a reminder that you are not them. So comparing yourself to them is kind of like comparing flowers and the ocean, right? They're two completely unique, beautiful, wonderful, amazing aspects of life. They cannot be compared. So that's kind of the energy I'm receiving here. And if you're struggling, feeling confident right now, please know that it will come with time. It will come with love. It will come with patience, and it will come with practice. And if you're wanting just a little confidence boost, talk to Aphrodite. All right, talk to Aphrodite. She's awesome. The next card you got is number 30, Castle. It's time for healing, not war. Okay, going back to what we said with the Evil Queen and the 10 of Wands, maybe you really have been going through something, pile number 1, lately, maybe within the past 3 months, that has just kind of made you feel defeated. Maybe with that 5 of Swords, I was talking about feeling kind of like defeated and worn out and burnt out and just all done. Your guides are saying, you know what? That did happen and it did suck. And right now is the time, going back to our 4 of Swords energy, to heal, and our Cosmic Emerald, to heal, to rest, to recover, to sit with ourselves, to be with ourselves. Because what you went through, I'm not saying that it was okay. I'm not saying that anything that happened was, okay, or that it was excusable, but your guides are saying the fact of the matter is that it did happen, right? We can't go back in the past. I think a lot of times we think to ourselves, man, if I could have just said this, this, and this, if I could have just done this, this, and this. But the fact of the matter is that we cannot go back in time. And your guides want you to focus on the present and the future rather than sitting back in the past. And I know that that comes with time as well. I know that that comes with, time, energy, and healing, and getting that paired over the world here, which is all about cycles ending and new ones beginning. If you have been going through hurt, if you have been going through a time of healing and you're just like done and fed up, your guides are telling you that that healing is literally working so well, and a beautiful new cycle of your life is right around the corner. So keep working with yourself, keep connecting with yourself and tuning into your energy, because all that work you're putting into it yourself is paying off. All right, it is paying off. You are healing, you are growing, you are recovering, and I literally feel like you're blossoming. Like the imagery I'm getting in my head is the phoenix rising from the ashes. All right, the phoenix is rising from the ashes. It is blossoming, it is blooming, and it is becoming anew. The last card you got today, pile number 1, is number 14, also equaling the number 5. Weave together the crown you deserve, period. Absolutely, period. Something I want to say about this, because we did get the 5 of Swords and number 14 also equals the number 5. If you feel like you do not have friends in your life that serve you, that benefit you, if you feel like they're constantly caught up in egos and dramas and stress, manifest some new friends, my love. You are powerful with that High Priestess here. You are a powerful manifester. Manifest new friends into your life. And I'm going to go back and be that annoying person and remind you that the people in your life, they meet you where you think you deserve. So understand that you are deserving of good friends. You are deserving of good people in your life. Weave together this crown that you deserve. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of positive people in your life. You are deserving of friends that see you, that hear you, that acknowledge you, that support you. Like, you are deserving, okay? And if no one else has told you that today, I'll be the one to tell you, you are so deserving of love, of honesty, of care, of respect, of kindness, of joy, of empathy, and of friends who believe in you, support you, and uplift you. And I do feel like those friends are coming your way in this next 3 months, so just be open to understanding that you deserve to receive them. All right, pile number 1, I hope this resonated with you. I hope this got you excited for what is coming ahead in the next 3 months for you. General, love, career, or finances and career. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Commenting, subscribing, and giving a thumbs up helps me out a ton, and it really just also lets me know what's resonating with you. If you have any video ideas you would like to see, comment them down below and I would love to do those for you. I wanted to remind y'all that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light, and I do accept private tarot readings at www.mariastarot.com. I do also accept tips and donations on this channel, which are never required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Thank you so much to everyone who has left a tip or donation. It does not go unnoticed, unseen, or unfelt, and it honestly makes the biggest difference in my life. So thank you so much for that. And I did go ahead and open up my Amazon wish list, which will be linked in my description or in my pinned comment of my video if you are wanting to check it out. I love you. I adore you. Thank you so much for being here with me and sharing your energy with me. I truly am so grateful for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you so much. Always remember to show others love, show your light, and shine so bright. And I will see you, cutie patooties, for my next video. Bye, pile. All right, pile number 2. I have your 4 piles laid. Oh my goodness, my watch just almost fell. I have your 4 piles laid out in front of us here today. This is kind of how it worked with pile number 1, so we're rolling with it. However, you did get significantly more cards. Spirit just had a lot to say. All right, Spirit had a lot to say. There was a lot going on, so we're gonna get creative in the way that we stack them, in the way that we see them. But just so you know, we are starting off with general, love, finances, career, and that's how we're going to kind of go throughout the reading. We're starting with the tarot, and then I did just pull some additional oracle card energy for you at the end here as well. So let's go ahead and take a look. I gave Botswana. Pile number 2, Spirit, what do we have to say for the next 3 months when it comes to love? Or no, sorry, general. All right, we got the World card here. Is this too far? Can y'all see it? We got the Ace of Wands. We got the 10 of Pentacles. I'm gonna have to move things. And then we got the Hierophant. All right, I'm going to move all of our other piles just down. We're gonna move them down. All right, so tuning into the general energy of this month, you've got 2 majors popping in right off the bat, showing me that y'all are a powerful pile number 2. So right off the bat, you have the World showing up here. And I find it very interesting that you got the World as the very first card we're pulling in a 3-month spread, because typically the World represents like success and completion. But the fact that you got that in the beginning shows me that whatever you've currently had going on, whatever, things you've been working towards, they are going to come to a success, but that success is going to bring so many new opportunities your way. So say, for example, you've been striving for this goal, you've been striving for this opportunity. I do see this opportunity being met pretty soon if it has not been met already. I dare even say that a few of you have already kind of reached this goal, reached this thing you've been striving for, and now you're like, okay, now what kind of vibes? And Spirit is about to tell you what is going on in the next 3 months, all right? Because the World coming in at the very beginning is showing me that whatever has been going on recently is actually going to come to a close, so that way you can embark on new journeys, new energies, and new opportunities in this next 3 months, especially because you got the World paired directly next to the Ace of Wands. You got an ending and a beginning card directly next to each other. So I do feel like whatever projects you've had going on are going to come to a close, but in a very positive and peaceful way. This is not going to be something that's going to like shock your system or mess things up. It's genuinely coming at a very like peaceful, gentle time in order to bring you new opportunities. So I do feel like there's going to be a lot of new ideas coming your way in the next 3 months. If you are somebody whose job revolves around creativity or spirituality, or just like using your creativity a lot for your work, there's going to be a lot of new ideas, a lot of new energy coming your way in the next 3 months as well. I see just a lot of new energy, whether this is new people you're going to meet, new energies you're going to receive, new creative ideas and endeavors you're going to automatically like randomly think about sometimes that are going to be like $1 million ideas kind of vibes, because you got it paired. That was my chair. I'm so sorry. She's so chatty today. You got that paired right next to the 10 of Pentacles. So I do feel like these new ideas are going to bring you a lot of success. That's a loud message for you, pile number 2. Obviously, we're going to tune into like career and success as well, but the 10 of Pentacles is showing me that I do feel like this new idea is going to bring you a lot of success. Wow, my chair is literally so noisy. It's driving me crazy right now. I'm so sorry. I feel like it's going to bring you success, but I don't know if it's going to bring you immediate success, because we have a beginning card and we have another ending card showing me that you're just like going through a lot of cycles right now. This feels very cyclical to me. And so this Ace of Wands is going to bring a lot of abundance into your life, specifically your home life, but be patient in which ways that comes and how long it takes for that to come to you, because it will be received. You will receive that abundance you've always desired, especially when it comes to family matters. But just be patient in regards of how long it takes, and we're definitely going to find more information about that there with the career and the finances piles, but Spirit is just not wanting you to give up hope. All right, then you got the Hierophant card here with this new idea that comes into your mind, with this new energy that surfaces with the Ace of Wands. If you get new ideas, if you get new random like things that are in your head that you're like, I just feel the need to consume this energy, I feel the need to learn about what this is, I feel the need to just like look into this. What is this? Why is this thought so loud in my head right now? Pursue that. All right. Good of all, harm to none. If you get an idea that's like, you know what, for some reason, I'll show you my example actually. I recently have become obsessed with the idea of reading tea leaves. I don't know why. I don't know why it's become like consumed in my mind, but it's something that I cannot stop thinking about. And this would be Spirit telling you, look into it. Okay, if you have this idea, if you have this feeling of something that's just like, I need to learn it, I can't stop thinking about it, maybe it's Akashic Records, maybe it is something more tangible, like if you want to start a YouTube channel, looking into how to do that, if you want to be your own boss, looking into how to do that, if you want to move up in your career, looking how to do that, and doing the research that might need to be done in order to receive this Ten of Pentacles energy. So I am just getting the reminder to tell you that there might be a little bit of research you may have to do in the next 3 months to achieve the goals you wish to receive. But it's not anything to be upset about, anything to be worried about, because honestly, knowledge is power. All right, my loves, knowledge is freaking power, and enjoy this learning experience. I'm not getting the energy that someone's gonna have to go back to school or go back to college. It's more of just like prioritizing learning on your own, prioritize spending time consuming these things that are going to teach you different ways of doing things is a loud message. So if you get this urge, if you get this desire to learn, to grow, to experience new things this month, listen to it, or in the next 3 months, listen to it and let your guides show you what they want to show you. Another message I'm receiving here with the Hierophant is that you might be called to do more meditations in the next 3 months. And that's similar to pile number 1's energy as well, that your guides are trying to communicate with you and chat with you through the meditative energy. So definitely do not shy away from that. If you get the calling, if you get the urge to meditate, listen to that shit. All right. The next pile is the pile of love. So let's go ahead and tune into that here. The first card you got is the Queen of Pentacles, paired directly next to the Hanged Man. Then we have the Three of Wands in reverse, and then right below that we have the Nine of Swords. Interesting, cuties. What's been going on? We're gonna tune in and tap into it. I have never, like I've told y'all, done a setup like this, and it's showing. Like, your girl does not know what she's doing, but we are learning, growing, and thriving. Do not be scared to take new experiences, my love. That's how you learn. All right. So what the heck has been going on in love? All right. And now love does not have to be a romantic relationship. This could very much be a platonic friendship. This could be with parents. This could be with a coworker. Anyone that you were kind of thinking about or tuning into when I said the word love, definitely use that energy and think about them here. So with the Queen of Pentacles showing up, I feel like you might be somebody who gives a lot of your energy. We definitely might have some empaths here. We definitely might have some empaths tuning in. And another message I just got, and now this one is going to be very specific. So if this is not resonating with you, take it and throw that shit away. I just threw that into my drink. No, thank you. Take it and throw that shit away. But to be honest with you, with the Queen of Pentacles, I'm also getting the visualization that maybe you are somebody who's just like a sugar daddy or a sugar mama or a sugar they them. All right. Maybe you are somebody who you feel like you support this person in your life a lot financially. And I feel like it's kind of driving you crazy a little bit. If anybody has watched the show Abbott Elementary, first of all, we love it because Quinta who started on freaking YouTube is like producing it. I think she wrote it and she's starring in it. Like, we love to see queens thrive. All right. That is my wife, running water. I'm so sorry if you hear that. But maybe you are somebody who's similar to that character in that show. I won't spoil it, but there's just a character in that show that is basically this person's like sugar mama. And not because she wants to be, but because she loves this person so much that she supports them through everything. And it leaves her feeling really, really, really frustrated. It leaves her feeling anxious. It leaves her feeling annoyed. It leaves her feeling overwhelmed and burnt out. And like I said, this is going to be a very specific message. So if this is not for you, don't take it. But if that is with you, Spirit is just reminding wanting you to set some healthy boundaries because that's not great. All right, that is not the best feeling in the world. And now let me say, there are points and phases in our life where we do support our loved ones financially. And I think that is beautiful. And I think that's something that happens as you grow and as you know, go after certain things, go after certain goals. There are going to be phases in your life where you're going to support your partner. But it's more of like, maybe you feel like you're supporting them and they're not even doing anything to make up for it. Like, and I've explained this so poorly. I don't mean make up for it, but like, say you're supporting them while they pursue their dreams and pursue their goals, but maybe they're not doing anything to pursue those dreams and pursue those goals. That's what I meant by make up for it. And if you are feeling that energy, if you're feeling frustrated by how much you're giving, Spirit is telling you to put some healthy boundaries on how much you're giving. Not saying not to support them or anything, but setting some boundaries, setting some clear ground rules of how this is going to go, so that way you don't feel burnt out, so that way you don't feel overwhelmed, and it doesn't create this anxiety that I'm seeing here with the 9 of Swords. All right, y'all hear that? That's a jet going above my house right now. Because with the 9 of Swords, especially the way it is depicted in this card, it actually represents in the Mermaid Tarot an uncomfortable living situation. So maybe you feel like you're really overwhelmed in the living situation you're currently at. Maybe because you're giving, it leaves you to feel exhausted with your current living situation. Maybe it makes you feel tired and fed up and all done. And maybe you just want to maybe you need a bigger space. Maybe you need to change your space, whatever it looks like. But Spirit is definitely showing me that right now, the living situation you're in is causing you that anxiety. It's causing you that stress. It's causing you that annoyance. It's causing you that grief towards the other person. And there is this energy of kind of seeing things from a different perspective. I definitely don't see, and I said this with the same energy with pile number 1, but I really don't get any malicious intent. All right, we don't got the 3 of Swords popping up anywhere here. We don't have any devil energy showing up here. I don't see a malicious intent when it comes to this reading. I just see, honestly, if this reading is resonating with you, go listen to pile number 1, because I feel like you might gain something from that reading as well. But I just see the need of setting boundaries. I see the need of having clear communication and setting boundaries on how things are currently going. And I do see this energy of kind of seeing things from a different perspective, however. So if you are currently feeling overwhelmed, if you are currently feeling like you're giving too much, and I'm going to say this with love as a big sister energy. So if you get mad at me, please don't, okay? And if you don't want to receive it, don't take it, no worries. But Spirit is reminding you that honestly, the reason people often don't the reason people take too much, the reason we do X, Y, and Z is because we don't have those clear boundaries, right? So if somebody is taking, it is because that's what we tell them that they can do, because that's how we feel that we deserve it, right? So Spirit is wanting you to set some clear boundaries, set some clear communication, so that way nobody ends up feeling that energy. You don't feel like you're being taken advantage of. You don't feel like you're giving and getting nothing in return. You don't feel anxious in your own home. You don't feel anxious in your own space. And by doing that, you guys have clear communication. You guys can communicate clearly to one another, and it's going to create a more peaceful, harmonious environment for the both of you. And now, if it has nothing to do with a romantic partner or even a roommate or anything like that, I do still get this sense that you are giving too much to the point of causing anxiety. So again, just setting some healthy boundaries, whether it is giving energetically with the Queen of Pentacles, or whether it is giving literally, giving your money, giving your time, giving your home, giving your space, whatever it looks like for you. If you feel like you're giving, Spirit is saying, bring it back in, give some to yourself, and set those healthy boundaries, okay? Again, you might feel like you're kind of in a stillness right now, especially with the 3 of Wands showing up here, because the 3 of Wands is actually a very beautiful card of movement and success and growth. But when it's in reverse like this, it's still a very beautiful card. It just represents a little bit of a delay. And with the Hanged Man being paired here, I do see that delay. Maybe you want to switch your homes. Me and my wife really need a 3-bedroom house because we are 2 people thriving and being our own independent, beautiful women bosses here. But it is very hard in a 2-bedroom household. So we do deal with this 9 of Swords and this depiction a lot. And maybe you're in the similar position as we are right now, where you want to move, you want to grow, but with the housing market, it's just not realistic. So maybe that's kind of what you're feeling here with the 3 of Wands and the Hanged Man, is you know that this is a goal you want to have. You know that this is a dream you want to aspire to receive, but maybe you just kind of feel fed up because it's not there yet. You haven't received it yet, and it can be exhausting. It can be frustrating. It can be why am I not receiving this thing that we need so badly? And now maybe for you, it has nothing to do with the living environment. Maybe for you, you just need to set those clear boundaries, and you want to feel the happiness and the success. All right, throat chakra, do your thing. the success and the joy of the Three of Wands upright, and right now you're feeling frustrated because it's a stillness. Maybe you're wanting to attract a lot of love into your life. Maybe you're wanting to attract somebody that really like respects you, respects your person, respects your space, respects who you are, and maybe you don't have that currently and you're kind of feeling fed up because of how long it's taking. Spirit is saying do not give up, because both of these cards still represent that there is that positive outcome you're looking for is coming. We're just in a moment of stillness right now. So what I'm getting from Spirit is to enjoy the stillness, prioritize setting those boundaries now, so when you get with that person, it's not going to be like a shock. It's going to be an easy transition for you to set those clear boundaries, and it's going to benefit both of you. All right. And the next pile we have for you here is finances. So let's go ahead and tune in. I feel like I'm probably going to have to move down, which is why I put these so high up, because you just got way more cards than I was expecting. So let's go ahead and tune in here. All right, the first card you got is the King of Pentacles. We freaking love to see the King of Pentacles when it comes to financial readings. I'm just going to tell y'all, love to see it. You also got the King of Wands, period. A lot of strong masculine energy tuning in here. You also got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to move this down so you guys can see all of it. And then we got Temperance, 2 cards of balance. Love that. I might have to adjust this, but I think I'm going to keep it like this until we move to career, and then I'll bump career down a little bit. All right, so with the Kings here, first of all, we definitely may have some masculine energy tapping in. I want to remind you that regardless of how you identify, masculine energy as well as feminine energy exists in all of us. We all have masculine and feminine energy, and I feel like when it comes to finances, you're just sitting more in your masculine energy, which is definitely not a bad thing. I feel like masculine energy is a very positive place to have, specifically in finances, because when we talk about masculine energy, don't mumble, Liv. Okay, when we talk about masculine energy, we're talking about confidence, we're talking about strength, we're talking about consistency, and we're talking about power. And those are all 3 things. Those are more than 3. Those are all things that I definitely see here with the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. The King of Pentacles is such a beautiful omen to get when we're asking about finances in the next 3 months, because the King of Pentacles is saying all those financial worries, all those financial hardships you may have been going through, they are going to be resolved. But I want to give you a specific message, because you got it right over the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and your guides are heavily wanting to remind you that yes, money is going to be coming your way, yes, it's going to be abundant, but still be aware of how much you are spending and where you are spending it, because we see the Two of Pentacles here, especially with the Temperance card also showing up. We see that there is just maybe a possible need in the next 3 months to also balance your budget a little bit, and that is not anything to be upset or ashamed about, because I do see this King of Pentacles coming in. I do see you having that financial abundance. Honestly, you got a ton of pentacles here, showing me that I feel like maybe what's really heavy on your mind right now is finances, is money, is how you're going to live your life, is maybe houses, cars, things of this tangible earth, and what's going to happen with those in the next 3 months. And your guides are telling you money is on its way today. Money is on its way. Okay. Money is on its way today. Money is on its way. Okay. Like, money is on its way to you. Absolutely, period. Like, most definitely. But that doesn't mean to spend recklessly. And I'm not saying that you are somebody that does, but I personally live as a person. I'm still learning how to manage my money. I can make money and I can get money and I can manifest that to me, but I have a really hard time managing my bills. I have a hard time managing my money. I feel like money just burns a freaking hole in my pocket. And that comes for me personally from a bad relationship with money. And so you might be someone that also resonates with that. Maybe you feel like for some reason you get a lot of money in your life, but you just cannot keep it. If you feel that same vibe, if you feel that same energy, your guides are just wanting you to practice the energy of balance in the next 3 months. I feel like you're going to have a lot of income come your way, maybe surprising income, maybe income you weren't expecting, maybe bonuses, maybe raises, maybe just gifts of money, gifts of gratitude coming your way. Maybe your career is just finally taking off, whatever it looks like for you. And I do see a lot of abundance coming into your life in the next 3 months, but your spirit guides are just really wanting you to practice and learn balance now, because I feel like the money is going to get bigger and it's going to get better. But if we don't have good money management, if we don't have good balance, it's just going to burn a hole in our pocket and we're still going to live in lack. And that's something that I personally find myself in, and I'm still learning as an adult how to manage that. And it's okay to learn. It's okay to admit that. It's not anything to put shame on. It's not anything to put shame around. It's something to be like, you know what? All right, this is something I can identify within myself, and it's an opportunity for me to grow. So if you resonate with that at all, definitely understand that money is on its way to you today. Hey, all right, but just don't Don't find yourself in that overspending energy. Don't find yourself like spending every dime you get, because I do feel the energy that it might let you still feel like you are in lack, even if you are not. And it's just an energy of balance. We got the Temperance here. All right, I'm going to talk about the King of Wands in just a second, but we got the Temperance here, just really echoing the need for balance in your life. Balance between how much you give and how much you receive. Balance between how much you spend and how much you save. Balance between how much you prioritize your job and prioritize yourself. Balance between how much you give to loving people in your life and give back to yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's just a need for balance. Balance is such a beautiful factor in life, and it is so freaking key. Balance is so key. And to be honest with you, you got a ton of Pentacles here showing me that you probably do reside more in your masculine energy, which is a beautiful thing. But maybe doing some divine feminine meditations in this next 3 months is something that is calling to me, because I do feel like your masculine energy might be overpowering you a little bit, making you feel like you have to work super hard is the only way to be successful. You have to work all these insane hours, and that's the only way to be successful, is by going, thriving, success. But there's also a beauty. There's also a beauty in the slowing down. There's also a beauty in the taking a break, taking a breather, taking a moment to yourself. And that is where we find that beautiful harmonious balance. All right. You got the King of Wands here, which is a perfect card of self-expression. I feel like you might be somebody who really needs to start using your voice. I'm not saying you're not currently using your voice already, but you are just being called to heavily listen to your voice, heavily tune into that. I was getting some throat chakra energy, so you might be someone that's just called to work with your throat chakra, especially with the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands here. You are going to have this new creative idea, and I feel as though it might even trigger some of your old past traumas of not being able to express yourself, not being able to fully be yourself, not being able to express yourself in the ways you thought you could, or not expressing yourselves in the ways you once desired is a loud message for you. And I feel like this Ace of Wands might bring up some fear. It might bring up some anxiety. It might bring up some worries. But the King of Wands is telling you, you've got this. You deserve to express yourself. You deserve to tell the world who you are, good of all harm to none. You deserve to be confident in your own voice and who you are. And that, I believe, is going to come with you and come for you as well. And you're in your financial state is being able to speak your truth, speak your voice, and speak your authenticity. Because when we are able to speak our own truth, we feel less likely to kind of fall into line of what everybody else is wanting or what everybody else is doing. You might be somebody who is like, I need to have what's latest in trends. I need to like blend in with everybody. I need to be a trend follower. And maybe that's where your money goes, is in the eyes of, why can I not word this properly? Is where, the trends follow. If the next person has, if say, Tesla's got super popular, they already are, and you're like, okay, I have all this money now, I need a Tesla. Okay, I have all this money now, I need to buy a house that looks like everybody else's so I fit in. And that's beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But Spirit is just saying, what do you want to do with your finances, right? How do you want to live your life? Good of all harm to none. How do you desire to balance your budget? How do you desire to spend the money that you do have? And then really finding that voice and letting it be your guide, all right? But I do feel like your authenticity when it comes to your projects, your career, your energy in general, in any way that you do earn money. So say you earn money through creating, say you earn money through baking, say you earn money through designing, say you earn money through your career, whatever your career looks like for you. However your career, however you make money in this three-dimensional world, be authentic with how you do so, because it's going to bring you a ton of abundance, all right? I already talked about Temperance, so I'm not going to echo her too much. Just remember, when it does come to finances in the next 3 months, to find that really happy, harmonious balance in your life of how much you're spending and how much you're saving, how much you're what you're spending your money on and what you're saving, all that good jazz. The last pile here today is career, and y'all got so many cards. I swear. Pile number 2, y'all are just like pushing up and pushing out. And we love to see it. We love to see it. All right. So I'm going to lay them across here. If it gets confusing, I will do my best to kind of go back and follow up with these. The first card you got is 7 of Swords. The Death card, all right, babe, what's going on? 5 of Cups, interesting energy. 4 of Pentacles, okay, period. And the Empress, interesting, babe. All right, let's talk about it. Let's freaking talk about it. So seeing the 7 of Swords here is giving me interesting vibes, because we have the 7 of Swords in reverse, and I'm only saying this with love. I feel like with y'all, I have to give like tough love, and I hope that you are somebody that receives it that way and does not feel like I'm coming for you, because I genuinely am not trying to. I am just trying to be like a big sister moment right right now and be there for you and give you the messages that Spirit wants you to hear. Okay, I promise. But I feel like with the Seven of Swords, the word that's coming to my head is victim, and like not genuinely. I hate that word. I don't know how else to reword this, but it's more of like victimhood. And the energy that I am receiving is this visual of this dog who I've heard this theory once before, or this metaphor once before. And it was actually when I was working at a job that I hated, and somebody told me this metaphor, and it was the push I needed. All right. And it was this metaphor of a dog, maybe think of it as like an old basset hound, because that's how it was told to me, sitting on this porch, and the owner comes out and the dog is just whining. And the owner's like, what's wrong? Why are you whining? And the owner realizes, I hate saying owner because we don't own pets. The companion realizes that their dog is laying on a rusted old nail, and it is uncomfortable to the point where they are whining and they are whining and they are whining, but not uncomfortable enough to the point where they're going to just get up and move. And this is a metaphor that I really needed to hear, because I was working at a job. I hated it. I literally would come home and I would gossip, I would vent, I would just like emotionally dump on my now wife, then girlfriend, and I would just be like, this job is terrible. I hate it. Listen to what this person did to me today. Listen to this, and this. And I would just come home and like basically talk a bunch of shiitake mushrooms about how much I hated my job. And I would whine. But I didn't get off the nail. I did not get off the nail. I sat there and I whined, but I didn't hurt enough to get off the nail. And Spirit is telling you, I'm so sorry. Spirit is telling you it might be time to get off that nail. If you are in a job that is unhappy and is not serving you and you just like hate it, and let me say, that was my throat chakra. Y'all hear the expression that needs to come out, period. Let me say that I understand that this is a position of privilege as well, but if you are in a space, or if you do have an ability to go get a different job that serves you more, Spirit is pushing you towards that. All right, Spirit is pushing you towards getting a different job. Spirit is maybe pushing you towards leaving this career that's not serving you, or maybe it's just the position. Maybe you can have a different position in the same company, or maybe you can just change the way you have your current position. Whatever it looks like, there is a need of ending of something that's going on with your job. Whether it be your literal position at your work, whether it just be the way you go about your work day, whether it be with the friends you come in contact with, like whoever it is or whatever is going on with your job, there is a need of change, because you got it paired with a death card. And the death card is about endings, my love, and it's nothing to be fearful of. It's not saying a literal death, but it is an energetic death. It is a death of like, okay, you know what? This is not serving me and it needs to GTFO so I can continue to thrive. Again, this could just be the people you hang out with at work. Maybe there needs to be an energetic breakup there of like, okay, you know what? This is literally making my life so hard and my job so difficult. I don't want to be around them, so I'm just not going to. Or maybe you've had this desire to switch career fields lately. Spirit is pushing you towards that. Maybe you've had a desire of staying in your current job for now, but starting your own business on the side. Spirit is pushing you towards that, pushing you towards those goals. And I just really do see that there is an ending that needs to come so a beautiful thing can bloom upon the horizon. And what Spirit is saying as well when this does come, because I do feel as though it will. All right. And again, I'm not trying to come in here and scare you. I'm not saying that you're going to lose your job tomorrow or anything, or that you're even going to lose your job in the next 3 months. But I do just feel like Spirit is pushing you towards a necessary transition with this job. And what they are saying is to let yourself feel your emotions around it. If you feel sad, if you feel scared, if you feel worried, if you feel hurt, if you feel abandoned, let yourself feel those emotions. Let yourself cry, let yourself grieve, let yourself go through it, because that brings healing. I think a lot of times as a society, we're taught to suppress our emotions and bury everything way down deep, but that's not what's here for you. That is not what's here for you. You are allowed to feel your emotions. You are allowed to let them rise. And Spirit is saying, let your feelings come up in your body and then breathe through and push through them, because this is going to bring so much harmony. I do see the Four of Pentacles and the Empress popping up here. And with these cards paired together, the Empress is all about new energies blossoming, new things starting, new things growing, and even just like the energy of like self-care, self-expression, showing yourself, being your true self, new things coming into fruition. And with that being paired next to the Four of Pentacles, which is the card of financial stability, your guides are telling you that going through this growth period, going through this loss period, going through this energetic death, so to speak, is going to to bring so much mental clarity. It's going to bring peace and harmony with the Four of Pentacles, especially in the upright position, and the Empress, to be honest with you. It gives me peaceful energy. It gives me peaceful sitting on the beach, sitting on a waterfall, brushing our hair, or just sitting in our own power energy. It gives me calmness. It gives me strength. It gives me serenity. And that is what is going to come after you leave what is not serving you. All right. And I don't want to scare you. I do not want you to think that you have to leave your job in the next 3 months, but I just do feel like Spirit is kind of pushing you out of whatever is going on at your job that is not serving you. All right, the next cards we got for y'all today are some oracle cards. We are using the the Magic of Unicorns oracle cards here. As always, all the decks I use are always going to be linked down below for you if you want to check them out. All right, the first card you got is number 22, power number right off the bat, manifest your dreams. Also, you got the Two of Pentacles here, so 2 might be a very special number for you. Pile number 2. Why do I never realize these things until I say them out loud? But the number 2 might be a very powerful number for you in the next 3 months. If you see the angel number 222 a lot, focus on that and tune into that energy. Manifest your dreams. Focus on your vision. Seek satisfaction and contentment. And if you can see in the background, it's literally somebody moving into a home, a big home with a big happy family, which is a loud energy with the 10 of Pentacles here. So if you do desire a big home with a big happy family, your guides are telling you to manifest that into reality. You are very, very powerful. We as humans are very powerful, and we have such a divine connection to the cosmos and to the divine, and we can truly manifest our life into our reality, and your guides are wanting you not to forget about that during this moment. So in the next 3 months, focus on manifestation, especially with that Wands card there. If there's a goal you have in mind, focus your power on manifesting it and believe as though it is already yours. All right. The next card you got here today is number 10, access your gifts. Explore your treasure chest, accept who you truly are. Again, you got the 10 of Pentacles, so 10 might be a number for you, also equaling the number 1. And then 1 + 1 = 2, period. All right, access your gifts, explore your treasure chest, accept who you truly are. Beautiful energy of self-expression, which we were talking about earlier with the King of Wands there as well. You might be called to just really express yourself in the next 3 months and tune into aspects of yourself that maybe you never even realized you have. This could be musical gifts, this could be spiritual gifts, this could be your Ace of Wands moment of thinking about things that maybe you never even allowed yourself to think you could have before or do before. You do deserve to thrive in your gifts. You do deserve to thrive in the things that make you happy. And so be open to receiving new gifts this month. And what I mean by that is be open to accessing and tapping into parts of yourself that may have been tapped out or closed off for the number 30 came to my head, so I'm just gonna say it, for the last 30 years, or however many years it's been for you. Be open to tuning into gifts that maybe have been suppressed for a really long time, and just allow them to come out and bloom. And going through this energy of death here, going through this energy of listening to your voice is probably going to awaken a lot of your gifts as well. The next card you got is number 9. Open your heart. You also got the 9 of Swords. This is freaky, y'all. Okay, anyways, open your heart. Love yourself. Dare to be vulnerable. Period. With the 5 of Cups there as well. Open your heart. Dare to be vulnerable. Oh my gosh, y'all are like getting me in my feels real quick, okay? Dare to be vulnerable. I know it is scared to love ourselves enough to leave something that is not serving us, because honestly, what is the easiest thing to do? It is just so much easier to sit in our uncomfortableness, because that is what we're used to, and that is what we think that we deserve. But you don't. All right, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to love yourself. You deserve to have a connection that makes you feel loved. Like, you are so deserving, and your guides are just wanting you to really focus on that in the next 3 months. Focus on loving yourself. Focus on being vulnerable with yourself. Yes, being vulnerable with others is so freaking beautiful, but it's so much more, not much more powerful, but it's so powerful to be vulnerable within yourself. And it's hard to look at things that are not serving us. It truly is. It's hard to look at people that are not serving us, or a job that is not serving us, and allowing ourselves to think about what our life would look like if we had a job we loved. If we had a job that made us so happy, how much less stress would we be? If we had a job that let us feel comfortable in our own skin, how much less miserable would we be? And it's hard to think about those things sometimes, especially if we think it's not realistic or we think it's not practical. It's almost impossible to think about that. But your guides really want you to start getting in that headspace of understanding that those ideas, those goals, those dreams are not nearly as far off as they may seem. So open up yourself and open your heart to receiving love from yourself is a loud message I'm getting. And just tuning into the energy of, oh, that's a dog. Being vulnerable with yourself and allowing yourself to see what it is you truly want in this life and understanding that you deserve to receive it. The next card you got is number 35, equaling the number 7, divine potential. Fulfill your, equaling the number 8, my bad. Divine potential. Fulfill your destiny. Be all you can be. All right. This is so, my goodness. Okay. This is so loud because I feel like there's a part of you that is staying at this job. I know we're not just talking about career, but it's just so loud in my head right now, that is staying at this job or this field or whatever it is for you, not because you love it, not because it's what you enjoy, but because it's what you just think you are deserving of, because it's what you think you're good at, because, and maybe you are really good at it, but I'm glitching, y'all. It is about understanding that you are so full of potential. You are so full of magic. And for some reason, pile number 2, I feel like it's just been suppressed. I feel like there are parts of you that have not even allowed yourself to see your full potential, that have not even allowed yourself to see all that you could possibly achieve in this lifetime. And your guides really want you to focus on the next 3 months about how much you actually could have in this world. And to get yourself out of the box you may have accidentally put yourself in, because you have so much potential. You deserve to be happy, 4 of Pentacles. You deserve to be free, the Empress. You deserve to express yourself, King of Wands. You deserve to sit in your financial freedom with the King of Pentacles. But when we have the Death card here and the 7 of Pentacles card here and the 5 of Cups here, it's showing us that there's just a blockage. And so if you feel afraid of really tuning into your full potential, it's time to release that shit, because you are so divine, all right? And you are able to tune into more than I think you even realize. And Spirit wants you to focus on that in this next 3 months. The last card of this you got is number 36, equaling the number 9, babes, okay? Be a beacon, be an inspiration, light the way for others, period. All right, you going through this transition is not only going to help yourself and serve yourself, it's going to actually affect the people around you, because they're going to start seeing, dang, if they can do it, why am I sitting in a job that's not serving me? If they can do it, why am I still stuck here? Why did I think I was only worth X, Y, and Z? And I'm not trying to put any like heavy pressure on you, but it's just reminding you that you are a beacon. I feel like you are somebody who inspires others. I feel like you are somebody who people might look up to, and that might be an even more fearful thing for you of like, Liv, I don't want to make this huge decision because these people look up to me, and what if I fail in X, Y, and Z? But your guides are saying you're not going to fail. And if you quote unquote fail, it's because there's a lesson to learn there. So allow yourself to be a beacon, because you're going to inspire so many people around you. King of freaking Wands energy. You're going to inspire so many people around you to also go after their dreams, also start in their own, practice, also sit in their own divine magic. And that is not because of you. Like, I'm not trying to give you all their power, but like, you are the reason they're going to feel like they can do this. And that is freaking beautiful, pile number 2. You are going to be the inspiration. You're going to be that push that person needs. And it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and it's wonderful. So that's why it's also so important to sit in your power, because it's not just for you. With love and light, it's not just for you. It's about everyone around you who's looking up to you in this moment as well. All right, the last cards we got for you today for the rest of your 3-month energy reading are the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle cards here. So let's see what they have to say. The first card you got is number 16, equaling the number 7, bitch fire. Stand up for yourself, period. King of Wands energy. Stand up for yourself and stand up for your own truth, your own voice. All right, if you feel like you are being suppressed right now, stand up for yourself. If you feel like there is somebody in your life, whether it is yourself, whether it is a family member, whether it is a friend, whether it is a lover, that you just kind of feel like it's suppressing you, whether it is an inner child that feels suppressed, or whether it's your ego that is suppressing you, it is time to like literally be like, you know what? No, it's time for me to mother freaking shine. And especially with the visualization of the Ace of Wands, when those creative ideas come, it's going to lead you to wanting to speak about something that you're passionate about. That's a loud thing I a loud thing I'm getting in my mind. Or maybe not speak, but act on something that brings you passion. Act on something that makes you so freaking excited. And this is going to require you to stand in your authenticity, King of Wands energy. It's going to require you to look at things that are not serving you in your current career field and make those changes to better serve you. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you deserve. Stand up for what you're worth. Stand up for, your current working conditions, whatever it is. It's time for you to stand up. You also got number 42, equaling the number 6. Take yourself out on a date homeward, okay? Prioritize yourself. Pile number 2, prioritize your own energy. Like I said, if you are being called to listen to pile number 1, please go do it. I feel like y'all have very similar energies and there might be something for you in that reading as well. But taking yourself out on a date during this time is going to help you better connect with what it is you are truly desiring. It's going to help you better understand what spirit is trying to say, because if we're constantly around other people, other spirits, other energies, other distractions, it can be hard for us to focus on what we're truly trying to get across, what we're truly trying to hear. And if you're going through this energy of maybe thinking about switching careers, if you're going through this energy of feeling even maybe stressed out in your own home life right now, go take yourself out on a date, go to a little coffee shop and have a main character moment, take yourself out to a nice dinner if you would like to, like whatever it is, go to the beach, go outside, be in nature, be with Mama Gaia, be with yourself. The most important thing here is to be with yourself. So as easy as it is to bring distractions, try your best to not, okay? Try your best to just go to dinner and just be with yourself. Be with yourself in your own presence. Connect with yourself and who you are, because to be honest, my love, you're freaking magic. You are magical and you are amazing and you are divine, but I get this energy that you don't quite see that. So a way for you to start seeing that is spending more time alone and spending more time with yourself. Again, next to the loving yourself and daring to be vulnerable, it starts with going and doing those things by yourself, because for some stupid reason in society, there's like this weird shame around going out and by yourself and doing things by yourself. But like, why is it such a bad thing to go and want to be by ourselves? I love going on solo dates. I think it's the freaking bee's knees, and I actually think it's quite enjoyable and really, really fun. Oh my god, my throat chakra. Express yourself, cutie. All right. So in order to be vulnerable with yourself and in order to spend that quality time with yourself, it's going to first taking those steps of going out by yourself, taking yourself on a date, going to the farmer's market by yourself, like whatever it looks like for you. Just prioritize your energy this next 3 months. You also got number 12, equaling the number 3, expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval, period. Period, pile number 2, period, all right? Don't seek anyone else's approval along this journey, whether it is about career, whether it is about love, whether it is about connections. It is so easy to seek other people's opinions, to seek other people's approval. Liv, is this the right choice? Parents, is this the right choice? Spirit guides, is this the right choice? That's my door opening, I'm so sorry. Like, is this the right choice? Was this the right choice for me? The only person that truly matters when you ask that question is yourself, right? Asking yourself, am I making the right choice? Because the one person's expectations that really and truly matter is your own, because you're who has to live with you. You're who has to spend time with you. You are literally stuck with yourself from when you get onto this earth to when you leave. So the person you should be worried about approval, the person's approval you should be worried about, that's grammar, is your own, my love. So not even to an extremist though, okay? Don't be judgmental towards yourself, but more about, if you're wanting to make this decision, what serves you? Not what are your parents going to think about this decision you're making, not what is your loved one going to think about this decision you're making, although do take them into consideration, all right? But like more so not putting all of this weight and all this pressure on what are my parents going to think, what are my friends going to think, what are my colleagues going to think, what is society going to think, good of all harm to none. It's more about how do I feel, right? And again, it goes back to bringing that connection back to yourself. You also got number 18, equaling the number 9, tree, let them go. All right, there might be somebody or something in your life, going back to that death card. This could be a person at work. This could be an old lover. This could be an old friend. This could be a current friend. This could be anything in your life that you identify that is not serving you. Or maybe it's something that you already recently let go, but it's hard to kind of release. Your spirit guides are saying, let them go, my love. We don't need to fix them. We don't need to have these expectations placed upon them that they're going to come back and fix our lives, because this is for you, my love. Let them go for you, for your energy to heal, to grow, to blossom, to bloom, because you deserve it. With the 5 of Cups going back there, you might feel grief, you might feel sorrow, you might feel sadness. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself feel hurt, let yourself feel grief, because instead of suppressing, let yourself be. That's my door again. I'm so sorry. Instead of suppressing, let yourself be, let yourself express what it is you need to do, and go through the emotions, go through the feelings, because then when you express, you're able to move through it, all right? But if something comes up in the next 3 months where there is a natural ending with that death card, whether it be with a job, whether it be with a worker, whether it be with a relationship, whether it be with a friendship, let them go in peace, all right? Let them go with the energy of, you know what? This was not serving me. I see that. I identify that. I know that. So I'm going to let go so that I can grow. I'm going to let go so that I can grow. I'm going to let go so that I can grow. The last card we got for you today, pile number 2, beautiful. Oh, you got mourning. The world awaits you. The world, we got the world card, babe. The world awaits you. This is such a beautiful transition, showing that you might go through that death energy in the next 3 months. Again, not literal, metaphorical here. You might go through the death energy of having to say goodbye, having to release things or people or jobs that do not serve you, and it might be hard. You might go through your grieving process, you might go through your grieving period, but it is so that mourning awaits you. The whole world brings new opportunities, new people, new jobs, new ideas, new inspiration every single day. So get excited for the morning that lies ahead, because it is coming here and it is here to awaken you. That made no sense, but it is here to serve you. So I know that going through this grieving period might be hard, but your guides are reminding you it's not for nothing, and it's that because you are ready to grow, because you are ready to bloom, because you're ready to see what tomorrow awaits, what awaits tomorrow and what lies ahead, that's where we have to say goodbye to what is not serving us, all right? Because so many beautiful things are out there, and I feel like for some reason you're feeling suppressed, or you're letting yourself be suppressed in this moment, and that suppression needs to go so you can fully thrive, and you can fully look at tomorrow's opportunities with a clear mind, clear heart, open eyes, and just seize the freaking day. All right, pile number 2, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Commenting, subscribing, and giving a thumbs up helps me and my channel grow so much, so I really appreciate it. But also, I genuinely like to hear if you like these readings and what you like about them. I also would love to know any ideas that you would like to see me do for a tarot video, because I would love to create those for you. I wanted to remind y'all that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. I do offer private readings at www.marinostarot.com. And on this channel, I do accept tips and donations, which are never required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Thank you so much to everybody who has left me a tip or donation. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you, and it does not go unnoticed. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I did go ahead and open up my Amazon wish list if you want to check it out. It's going to be linked in my description or in the pinned comment of this video. So if you want to check those things out, they're all there for you. Pile number 2, I love you, I adore you, I'm so grateful for you. That rhymes, and I'm not even trying to. All right, I'm so genuinely thankful for your energy and for you giving me this time to share with you and celebrate with you, and I love you. Always remember to show others love, show your light and shine so bright, and I will see you, cutie patooties, for my next video. Bye, pile 2. All right, and then the last and never but least, pile number 3. So I kind of figured out through doing the other readings that this is the most effective, I guess, way you could say, of kind of doing the piles. So I separated them. So we're going to be going through them by category: general, love, finances, and career. So you got, to be honest with you, a ton of cards. Like, I don't even know how else to tell y'all. So definitely buckle in. Yours might be a little bit of a lengthy reading, but let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so the first 3 cards we got are going to be, excuse me, my throat chakra is already speaking up and speaking out. Okay. The first 3 cards we got today are just going to be tuning into the general energy of what to expect in the next 3 months. So let's go ahead and see. The first card you got is the Hierophant, the 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. All right, lots of swords energy kind of consuming you around the next 3 months. So with the Hierophant here, I definitely see that in the next 3 months, you might be called to kind of further your education on something. If you are currently going through any kind of legal battle, if you're currently going through any kind of, the word legal is coming to my head, so take that if you will, leave it if it does not resonate. You might just be called to further educate yourself on whatever it is you're currently going through in order to kind of come out in your favor. If that is resonating with you, take it. Again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, pile number 3. But in general, I feel like you might just be called in the next 3 months to really pursue an educational course. This could be through college, that's what you're interested in. This could be through pursuing further knowledge on YouTube, Udemy, free lessons, free courses, things like that. Or maybe even just spending more time in meditation, spending more time with your spiritual journey and your spiritual practice to tune into the knowledge that you already have that's in your vessel that may have been long forgotten. And that's just kind of an energy I'm getting for you. And then with the 7 of Swords and the Ace of Swords paired directly next to each other here, it's very interesting. I feel like maybe in the past, you maybe have felt like recently that not a lot has been going the best for you. Maybe you've been dealing with a lot of loss or just a lot of fear of loss. And I feel like with the 7 of Swords, that leaves us kind of feeling a bit greedy, and not in a bad way, but more so of just the energy of feeling like we're holding on to everything because we're so scared of losing it. So I do feel like you're going to be coming into some new energies this month, and we'll kind of figure out more what those energies are as we go about the reading. But I do definitely feel like you're going to be coming into new energies in this month, in the next 3 months, definitely. And your guides are just telling you not to hold on to it too tight, because what happens is when we have gone without for a long time, when we finally receive something, we almost hold on to it so tight. But if you hold on to something so tight, what happens is that you snuff it out. And your guides are telling you not to do so, because however many opportunities come your way, maybe you're gonna have 7 new ideas and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, these amazing ideas, these amazing opportunities are coming my way, and I have to take all of them in this one moment, because if I don't, they're never gonna come back again. But your guides are saying that is not true. These amazing opportunities are going to come your way. New ideas, new business partnerships, new, I don't know, whatever it looks like for you, are going to be headed your direction. And the 7 of Swords here I definitely see as a card of warning to not become consumed or obsessed with needing to have it all, not becoming consumed or obsessed with needing to manage everything, take everything, do everything, hold on to everything because you're afraid of losing, because that is how, again, we snuff it out. And your guides are telling you with every amazing opportunity that comes, there's one more coming right after, meaning that we don't have to be afraid, we don't have to hold on so tight, because there are always going to be new opportunities. There are always going to be new ideas. There's always going to be new energy coming your way and new opportunities. So you don't need to hold on so tight. All right. The next category we got for you today is love. So let's go ahead and see what your guides have to say. My chair has a bunch of freaking commentary today. So let's go ahead and see what your guides have to say in the regards of love. The first card you got, the first card you got here today is Justice. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles, the King of Swords. I know these are going to be crooked. I'll have to fix them in 1 second. The Strength card here. And then the last card you have is the Queen of Swords. The first message I'm going to deliver here, I'm just going to give the right off the bat disclaimer that this is going to be stupid specific. What I mean by that is that the first message I'm going to deliver may only be for one person, if that. But I'm feeling the need to say it, so I'm going to say it. Legal issues keep coming to my head. Swords often can represent legal issues, and you got the Justice card here as well as the King and the Queen of Swords. And what this is showing me, especially with the general energy I got, is that if you are going through any kind of marital divorce, if you are going through any kind of marital struggle where you're trying to kind of like find yourself again, or you're trying to separate, or something has happened legally in your marriage or in a marriage of somebody that is close to you, your guides are definitely saying in the next 3 months that that's finally going to kind of start weighing itself out. I don't know if there's going to be a definitive ending necessarily, because we did get the Justice card, which is like legal matters and energies are kind of going to be at hand. They're going to be at fair play. But I do just feel like that's the energy that's been consuming you. Again, this could be for one very, very specific person, but that message did not leave my head, and now my third eye is going crazy. So I'm definitely tuning into somebody, and honestly, I just got a pain right over my left eyebrow, like right in my head, where I would feel like someone would get a migraine, and where I would feel like someone would kind of like put their hand like this over their head and just kind of like rest their head into it. That's exactly where my pain is at. So if this has been causing you stress, worry, agony, fear, anxiousness, anxiety, whatever it's been causing you, your guides are telling you that in the next 3 months, that's going to finally start simmering down and settling down. And now for the other people who weren't relating to that at all, if you've been going through any kind of energy in general of needing to find more balance when it comes to your love life, I do see that very present for you in the next 3 months. The 4 of Pentacles here is a very sturdy and stable card, and so is the Strength card. And in general, the Strength card is here to remind you that y'all are so strong. Okay, you are so strong. Yes, literally, but the energy we're receiving right now is that metaphorically, energetically, spiritually, you are so strong. And now that does not mean that you have to go through things to be strong or anything like that, but your guides are just reminding you of the power that I think you may have forgotten you have. You are so powerful. You are so amazing. You are so capable of all these amazing things you hope to achieve, and you will achieve them. if you feel lately like in love that there has just been, I don't know, I just get the energy of imbalance. Spirit is saying that's going to start weighing itself out again in the next 3 months. With the king and queen here, this does not have to be a man and a woman. This could be just the energy of pairing. And that's really what I'm seeing here. The king and the queen is a partnership. There is a partnership happening here. So whether this is one that you currently have or whether this is one that you're hoping to receive, there is an energy of I want to say marriage. I don't know why the word marriage is coming to my head or marital is coming to my head. Maybe this is someone you are already currently married to or one you hope to be married to. And the only energy I'm getting for this is really to remember that one, if you were the energy of like the struggling with the divorce or struggling with any kind of legal issues, that this part's not going to be for you. This is the separate energy of this, because maybe a lot of people picked on this pile, so I'm just getting multiple energies here. But if you are, hoping to have that happy marriage, if you are hoping to have that constant energy, the Four of Pentacles is showing me that you will have that constant, consistent, stable feeling of security in your romantic interest in your romantic life. But it's to remind yourself not to get too caught up in it, because with the queen is a super independent energy when it comes to tarot. They are strong. They are independent. They do not need anybody. And I feel like that queen and the king are coming in to remind you, however well they work together, they are still their own unique parts on their own, right? The king and the queen together are wonderful, amazing, powerful, iconic, but when they are separate, they are still just as valuable. And your guides are not wanting you to forget about that when it comes to love. So don't lose yourself in relationships the best that you can. Obviously, it's normal to kind of lean into what the other person likes to do, kind of vibe with what the other person likes to do, try out their interests, try out their likes, their dislikes, etc. But remember to also continue to keep your independence as you go throughout this relationship. And if you feel like you've lost your independence in past relationships, or if you feel like you've lost your independence in the relationship you currently have, your guides are telling you you're going to find the strength to really grab that and bring it back into your life, because you deserve to feel independent. You deserve to feel comfortable in yourself. You deserve to feel confident within yourself. And I do feel like a very healthy, happy balance is going to be found in the next 3 months when it comes to romantic cycles with you, whether it's with somebody you are already with, whether it's with someone you hope to be with, or whether it's just with yourself as you're going through this new journey. There is going to be a very happy balance that needs to be found. It's very important for you to find this balance, but I think it's going to be found easily and effortlessly, to be honest with you. And it's going to be a balance of just how much time and energy you spend towards relationships, how much time and energy you put towards the things that they like, the things that they're interested in, and then how much time you spend towards the things that you like, your priorities, taking care of yourself. With the Four of Pentacles there, the mermaid is quite literally brushing their hair. So literal self-care, okay? Spending time on yourself, prioritizing yourself, and finding that happy balance. And just again, a loud message to not get too caught up in the other person. I feel like we have two very strong people tuning in here. If this is you and another person, I feel like you are both very strong-minded, strong-headed people. And sometimes when you have two strong-minded people together, it can tend to clash sometimes. And so if that clash does start, again, just finding that balance, but remembering that your thoughts are valid, your feelings are valid, and don't let anybody tell you different, all right? So let's go ahead and see the energies now for finances in the next 3 months here. I know that was like a really very specific energy, but I hope the people that needed to hear it resonated with. All right, let's go ahead and see finances for the next 3 months. The first card you got is the Nine of Wands here. And then you got the Nine of Cups, 2 nines, my love. So 9 might be a very powerful number for you in this next 3 months, meaning just kind of keep your eyes out for it. You also got Judgment here. You have so many majors already. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 majors, and we just started pulling cards. Just kidding, 5. You have 5 majors, and we just started pile number 3. Y'all are powerful. Right off the bat, energy I'm receiving is that you are incredibly, incredibly, incredibly powerful, and your guys just don't want you to forget it, all right? Okay, so right off the bat, the number 9 might be very powerful for you in the next 3 months. So if you see the number 9, if you feel like you're constantly seeing it more than you used to, definitely take that as a sign. It is not a coincidence, all right? So with the Nine of Wands here showing up directly next to the Nine of Cups, what this is showing me is that if lately you've been wanting to change your financial situation, whether it's that you wish to have more money, whether it's that you wish that you were making money in a way that brought you more joy, whatever it looks like for you, your guides are saying that that wish is 100% possible. Definitely do not doubt the wishes that you have. I get the feeling that I was tuning into somebody that has this big grandiose wish and then is like, well, that's not practical. I need to take it down a notch. Why would I ever think that that could happen for me? That's just so unrealistic. And your guides want you to remind yourself that that is not at all true. Any of the wishes you have, any of the desires you hope to receive, good of all harm to none, are absolutely probable and possible for you. And that's when they want to remind you of. If you desire a new way of making income, if you desire a way of making income that feeds your soul better, good of all harm to none, if you desire income that pays you more, if you desire, just a healthier relationship with finances, that is absolutely possible. But getting it paired next, and getting it paired next to the Nine of Wands here is showing you that it just might take a little bit of work. So they're really wanting to urge you not to give up, and it might take some learning. Going back to the Hierophant, okay, it might take some learning, it might take some education, it might take some patience with yourself to learn, okay, how do I properly, live in a way in which my finances do not stress me out? How do I heal my past energy with money? How do I heal my past trauma with money? How do I make this wish come true? Because I absolutely see this wish coming true for you, whatever it is. Your guides are wanting to grant it for you, but they're saying you gotta meet me halfway, right? You gotta meet me halfway. If it's that you want to earn more money, well, how can you meet them halfway? Like, okay, so say for example, if you're wanting to, that's a bad example. I'm gonna reverse. If you're wanting to have a job that makes way more income than you make right now, we cannot just go about our day living the exact same life every single day, day to day with no change, and expect those dreams just to magically come true. I mean, you can do that, and that's absolutely fine, but it's going to take way longer. And what your guides are saying is meet me halfway. Start applying to jobs that have that higher income. Start thinking about ways in which you can earn more money. Start thinking about the ways that get you excited about earning more money. Start thinking about ways in which you live the life you want to live that fuels that abundance. Because I do see that you're going to have to put in the effort to get this wish, but that it is 100% there for you. Whatever it is around finances, say you want to make $100,000 a year, absolutely probable and possible for you, but they're saying you got to meet me halfway here. You got to meet me halfway, all right? I do also see that if you are somebody who is passionate about the way you earn money, if you are somebody who is passionate about finances, or you're just passionate about a change in finances, that's where I'm currently finding myself, is that I'm not necessarily passionate about money or finances, but I'm passionate about the change I want to have around my own personal life in regards to finances. Still just as powerful. So use that energy, channel that energy, and lead it towards fulfilling the dreams you have around your financial goals. You got the Judgment card here, and for some reason, I just feel like, first of all, this has nothing to do with finances. I'm just going to be fully transparent with you real quick. The Judgment card showing up is definitely telling me, with the Hierophant here, with the Strength card, with the Queen of Swords, we have some leaders tuning into this group. Whether you are a leader of a company, whether you are a leader in your own personal home, whatever it looks like to you, whether you're just like the leader of your friend group, or whether you feel like people are always kind of looking up to you, that is a loud imagery here for me. I feel like you are somebody who is someone that people look up to, and your guides are telling you not to shy away from that crown, all right? Not to shy away from that energy. If people want to look up to you, let them look. You know what I'm saying? But now going back to the financial energy, your guides are just asking you, I'm getting a loud message. Olivia, finish one sentence at a time. Your guides are asking you to look back at yourself with kindness. This is so hard to do. And I'm getting a really loud message of money trauma forgiveness, money trauma healing, money, like relationships around your money healing, money magnet healing, whatever it looks like for you. There is an energy of looking back at your past choices, your past decisions. Maybe you led yourself, or maybe you made decisions in the past that led yourself to feel really broke or poor, or, maybe just something happened in your life and you wish you could have gone back and changed that circumstance. The fact of the matter is that you cannot, but what you can do is look back at yourself with kindness, look back at yourself with forgiveness, look back at yourself and the choices you made with empathy and not judgment. And that's a really loud message for you here. It's normal to look back on ourselves and the choices that we made and be like, dang, why did I do that? What's wrong with me? Like, I was so stupid. I didn't know anything. Like, I'm so dumb. But your guys are saying no, like, you're absolutely not. Those decisions you made in the past needed to be made so that you could go through what you went through, so that you could be where you are now. And that way you don't have to go through those experiences again. So looking back on your past self, if you want to do money trauma healing or financial trauma healing, looking back at your past self, looking back at your little self, looking back at who you were, even if you watched your parents grow up and they had money trauma, looking back at who you were with kindness, love, and a gentle attitude is going to bring so much financial abundance into your life. You also got the Hermit here showing me that when it comes to finances, you might just kind of feel like you're a little bit alone right now. You might feel like you've been going through it alone for a while, and your guides are saying they hear you and they understand you, and that I don't think that's going to be that same scenario for too much longer. But if you feel like right now you're just kind of going through it alone, you're kind of facing things alone, they're really trying to show you that in this current moment, that truly is a blessing, not a curse. And I know it doesn't always feel that way. I know, my loves, I totally understand, but they're just wanting you to kind of realize that in this current moment, what has been going on, the reason you've been going through this alone, the reason maybe you've been forced to spend more time in meditation, spend more time thinking about these things, maybe past trauma, past hurts, past worries, past burdens have gotten brought up that you thought you forgot. The reason that's happening is so that you can heal, and they're wanting you to really go through the healing energy right now. Money trauma healing is so loud in my brainium, and I know that that is not the right word, both brainium and money trauma healing. There's a different word for it, but I cannot think of it right now, and maybe that's because those are the words you need to hear specifically as I'm saying them. But you might be called in the next 3 months to spend some more time kind of doing some inner work, doing some healing, doing some meditations, and spending some time going through those old shadows, spending some time going through that old energy and seeing what did not serve you and where you can release that, so that way you can move forward and really bring this manifestation, really bring this wish into your physical reality. All right, and then the last pile we have here, we also pulled oracle cards for you, but the last pile we have here today is focusing on your career specifically. The reason we separate those is because for some people, your finances and your career are not necessarily attached, and for some people, maybe you don't want them to be, and that's totally okay. And honestly, financial readings can be totally different than your career readings. So let's go ahead and see what cards you have for today. The first card you got is the Three of Pentacles. I'm just going to lay these out down here, and I hope that everyone can see them okay. The next card you got is the Seven of Cups. I'll probably have to go and like make these straighter, but that's all right. The next card you got is King of Pentacles, period. We love seeing King of Pentacles in a career reading. And then we also got the Knight of Pentacles. Love that for you. Okay, so in regards to career, starting right off the bat, this is definitely sequential. So how I'm seeing this is Three of Pentacles is where we're going to start in the beginning of these 3 months, and then the King and the Knight is where we're going to kind of end off. So that's how I'm going to read this for y'all, because that's what's going on in my brain. So it's how we're going to listen. Y'all know the tea, okay? Three of Pentacles right off the bat is definitely showing me that you are going to start being so rewarded for your work. If you are somebody that feels like you are putting in more work than you're being rewarded, that time is coming to an end, you cutie patootie. All right, people are going to start acknowledging you, seeing you. You might even be somebody that kind of puts something on display. Maybe you are a creator. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, or you sell art, or you sell houses, or you are a chef, or whatever it looks like. Or maybe you are a teacher and whatever, I forget the word that it's called, but like evaluations or anything like that. If there is a moment, or maybe you're any job that has evaluations, there is going to be a moment where you're going to be on display, right? You're going to be on display. Your work is going to be on display, and people are going to be loving it. They're going to be saying, yes, Queen, Kings, Royals, everyone welcome here. Yes, please. Royals is what we call all of those who do not identify as he or she, king or queen, but are still just as magnificent, okay? Queens, Kings, and Royals showing up here today. They're going to be saying like, yes, freaking please. You are thriving. You are killing it. We love to see it, and you're going to start being acknowledged. With that acknowledgement is going to come opportunities, all right? People are going to start saying, hey, you know what? I really like what you have to offer. I would love to work with you. Hey, you know what? I really like what you have to offer. Let's talk about a business deal. Let's talk about expansion. And your guides are saying that these are amazing opportunities. There are so many amazing opportunities coming, but they really want to get the fact across to you, though, to still use your discernment. And this is why it's so important to go back to the Seven of Swords. Again, the general energy of the reading was because the Seven of Swords can kind of get in the way of the Seven of Cups. Again, 2 sevens, period, okay? And the reason being is because if we're focused so heavily on loss, it can really cloud our discernment. So say you are somebody, I'll use my example, okay? Say you are somebody who creates content. If all of a sudden all these brands starts reaching out to me and they're like, we want to sponsor you, we want to work with you, we want to collaborate with your business. If I am in a fear mindset, that will lead me to being like, oh my gosh, I have to take the very first brand that wants to work out with me because what wants to work with me because what if I never get this opportunity again? that means that I will not be reading the contract fully. I probably won't be choosing with discernment, and I'll be choosing out of lack. Your guides are giving you the warning in the early energies. That way you do not choose your options out of lack. You choose them out of discernment. Even if you have to say no to some people, even if you have to say no to some collaborations, to some businesses, to some offers, it's because there are many beautiful opportunities here, and you deserve to look at all of them. You deserve to see all of them. And your guides are saying you do not need to be afraid. If you say no to one, it doesn't mean that all of your options are going to go away. It just means there's something better out there for you. But I really do feel like with this energy of being on display, with this energy of people really starting to know you at work, notice you in your career, notice you're in your field, it's going to just bring about so many new options for you. And when you choose with discernment, because I know you will, cutie, I know you'll listen to that intuition, and I know you will trust your guidance there. And when you do so, it's going to bring you abundance. Yes, okay. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. We've got money, money, money. Okay. We've got financial security. We've got action. We've got progress. We've got new ideas. Money is going to start coming your way, possibly a raise, possibly, you know what message I'm getting, even if it's not even a raise, the feeling of financial security that I feel like you are wanting so bad will be given to you, because you're going to have all these options. And maybe it's a huge collaboration that finally gives you the money you've been manifesting for so long. Or maybe once you got this audit, or once you got this evaluation, you're going to get that raise you've been hoping for. And that's going to bring you this financial stability, because the Knight is beautiful. We love the Knight of Pentacles. They're like, yes, action, progress, movement, growth, so much new abundance is coming your way. New ideas to make abundance is coming your way. But paired with the King of Pentacles here is so powerful, because it's saying that constant, steady, comfortable, consistent income. And that is what is coming your way, pile number 3, in the next 3 months, as long as you use discernment, cutie, which I know you will. All right, just don't choose out of fear, period. Okay, don't choose out of fear. Choose wisely, use your discernment. If something seems wrong, it might possibly be. So do not second guess yourself. Definitely trust your discernment, even if somebody is like pressuring you. I have been in situations where, you know, I won't even say, never mind. I feel like I'll get in trouble if I say that, but I've just been in situations where I feel very, very pressured. And when I felt pressured, I ended up making choices that were really terrible for me. So make choices not out of fear, but out of your discernment. Even if you need to say, you know what, this is an amazing opportunity. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. I would please like 3 days to sit on it and think it over. 3 days is my rule. Ever since I started making decisions really chaotically, out of impulse and out of fear, I put this rule up for myself. I need to allow myself 3 days to fully think about something. Think about the pros, think about the cons, weigh it over. If in 3 days I still feel like it's a good idea, heck yes, go do it. But in those 3 days times, my mind often changes, and I often see things with a clear head. So if you have to say that, say that. Stick up for yourself, absolutely no worries, all right? The next cards I pulled for you are the Magic of Unicorns Oracle cards here. All the decks I use are always going to be linked down below in my description or in the pinned comment if you want to check them out. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. The first card you got here is Pure Intention, number 2. Find clarity, surrender your ego, period. Okay, that's very powerful when it comes to the swords energy, because I am not saying that swords are necessarily ego, but often when swords show up for me, it is time to call out my ego and really look at things and be like, okay, what is not serving me? What am I still holding on to, etc.? Because there is something here that is not quite resonating. It's not quite the vibe. And so with the 7 of Swords showing up like we got in the very beginning, with the Hierophant showing up like we got in the very beginning, you are just heavily being called to find that inner clarity, release the fear you have around the things you're holding on to, release the fear around what you have that you feel like maybe if I don't hold on to it so tight, then it's going to go away. Releasing all of that, releasing it and letting it go. And this card gives me Swords vibes, which is why I was saying that. To me, it just matches the colors, it matches the energy, it just gives me that pure energy. And so I really do feel like in the next 3 months, you might be going through some things that maybe you thought, Liv, I already addressed this forever ago. And they're saying, you know what? There's always things to be readdressed, and that is okay. Again, with the Judgment card, looking back on yourself with kindness, empathy, strength, and compassion. Because in this next 3 months, you're going to find your inner clarity. You're going to find that peace, especially with the Ace of Swords. Swords represents your thoughts, right? And the Aces represent new beginnings. So you're going to have new clarity, new peace of mind is a loud message coming to my head. The next card you got is number 30, equaling the number 3. period. You also got 3 here as well. Cosmic diamond, spread hope and joy, illuminate the world. You got this over the 3 of Pentacles here. So when you are, and I love this because the way of the 3 of Pentacles is also drawn here on this card. When you are thriving in your career, when you are starting to make those big money moves, when you're starting to really be seen by other people, remember not to let your ego get too much in the way. I just recently started watching The Greatest, I don't know why I worded it like that. I recently watched The Greatest Showman. It's a movie on Disney Plus, and small spoiler, okay, so if you have not seen this movie and you plan to watch it, please skip ahead a minute in the time code. Just skip ahead, okay, because I'm going to give a small disclaimer. There's a character in that movie who at the beginning wasn't always that obsessed with money, didn't really care that much about money, and was just kind of living life in a very positive, happy way. And then when they finally started to see money, their ego took over and they became obsessed with money and earning and status and pride, and it ended up ruining everything that they had. And so you're being called in this moment, when you do start to earn that money, when you do start to get those dollar bills, when you do start to have all those opportunities really finding their way to you, your guides are reminding you to keep humble. All right, stay humble, stay loyal. Like just be who you are, and don't let your success get in the way of that. Don't let your success take over who you truly are. And that's a really loud message here, because who you are is magnetizing. Who you are is somebody who can spread joy and love and hope. And you're going to show people, look, if I can do this, so can you. If I can be successful in this way, then imagine what you can do. We can all be successful. We can all thrive. But your guides are just reminding you not to let the ego get in the way there, and to stay pure to your cosmic diamond. Stay pure to who you are. Stay pure to the light that you hold. And that's just a loud message for you there. You also got number 8, open to abundance, believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. Yes, okay, the beautiful rainbow showing up here. I love it, okay? I love to see it. Be open to abundance, believe that you deserve this, and accept plenty and prosperity. Showing, with these 7 of Cups here, and with the King of Pentacles, again, going back to understanding when these opportunities come, it is so important not to forget your worth in these moments, because honestly, you might have some people that are going to try to persuade you. You might have some people that are going to try to push you over. They're going to try to convince you that you can't get anything else anywhere better. And they're going to do their job, which is to probably get you to join their firm or their company or their deal or whatever it is. And you are just being really called in this moment to know your worth. Know your worth and what you deserve, because there are going to be so many opportunities. Pile number 3, there's going to be so many opportunities for you in the next 3 months of abundance opening up its way. Excuse me, my throat chakra. Abundance opening up its door for you. So know your worth and know what you deserve, so that way you take the opportunities that are best serving you, because they are going to lead to abundance, honey. Abundance, prosperity, love, happiness, joy, etc., etc., etc. But remember that you are deserving of this, okay? It's not a fluke. It's not a happy coincidence. It's not lucky. You deserve this, and your guides want you to remind yourself of that. You also got number 6, enter the magic, live in the now, and seize the moment, period, okay? Enter the magic, live in the moment, seize the now. You got this over the Judgment card, okay? So when you are called to kind of look back on your past self, don't get too caught up there, all right? Looking back on your past self as an outer, how do I properly word this? Like what is the word? Like an outsider looking in, right? Looking at it from an unemotional bystander point of view. Like, oh, that's my friend going through X, Y, and Z, instead of, oh, this is me. I'm putting so much pressure on myself. I'm putting so much weight on myself, etc. Just really looking at it from the state of, okay, this is something that I went through. We love that. We've seen that. And now we're growing, okay? Because it can be really easy when you do go through healing to look back on your past, to look back on where you've come from, and get so stuck there, to get caught up in the past, to get caught up in what happened, to get caught up in those worries again. And your guides are just reminding you to be present in the moment, be present in the now. When you do go through that Judgment energy, looking at it from a bystander's point of view with love and light, we see you grow, we love to see it. And now we're back in the moment, not in the past, not even too far in the future. Living in the now, getting into the present moment. I am someone where I am constantly really working on it, okay? But I am constantly obsessing about the future. Am I gonna have enough money to do this thing that's too much months from now? Am I going to have enough money to pay rent 2 months from now? Am I going to have this to do this, this, and this? Am I going to be able to do this, 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 and this? And I struggle so much of being in the now. I struggle being in the present moment. I struggle being with my current self. And it is such a gift to be able to do that. And your guys are really wanting you to hone into that skill in this next 3 months, because it can be so easy to get obsessed with the future or like hone in on the past. And right now they're like, neither of that. No. Focus on the present, focus on the now. When you go through the judgment energy, looking back at your past self with love, with kindness, with compassion, with healing energy, and then moving from that and moving away from it. All right. The last card of this you got today is number 12, equaling the number 3, the freedom of truth. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. Speak your truth, my love. Speak your truth and speak your worth, because you know you love it. You know you deserve it. You know you are free to be who you've always wanted to be. I know these are crooked and I'm so sorry, but if I tried fixing these right now, it just like wouldn't happen. So we're not going to stress ourselves out with that, okay? The freedom of truth. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. Don't be afraid to shine your light so bright, because people are looking up to you. Like I said with the judgment card, people are going to be looking up to you. I feel like you are a bit of a beacon. Allow yourself to speak honestly, truly, clearly, and like not only to other people, but speak truthfully to yourself. Speak truthfully about what it is you want in life. I've talked about this many times, but I feel like it is so hard to be honest with ourselves, and your guides are just wanting you to really focus in this moment, in this present moment, to be honest with yourself. Be honest with what you want out of this lifetime. Be honest with what it is you want out of your current moment, and then go after those things. The last cards I have for you today, pile number 3, are the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle cards here. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. The first card you got is number 24, also equaling the number 6, which is Potion. Remember to practice self-love. Absolutely. When we got that with the 4 of Pentacles there as well, which is like the way that I was personally receiving that card, with the way that they were brushing their hair and everything. When you are going about this next 3 months, you have so much happening for you. You have so many changes coming your way. You have so much growth coming your way. You have so much like new opportunities coming your way. But don't forget to slow down and practice self-love. Don't forget to slow down and spend time on yourself. Okay, I'm literally glitching. Slow down and spend time on yourself. Slow down and tune into who you are. Practicing self-love doesn't always look like standing in the mirror and saying I love you a million times. It does often look like that if you're doing mirror work, but sometimes practicing self-love is listening to your body. If your body is like, Liv, right now I just want to go and watch old Disney cartoons and eat, a bag of Cheetos and, watch something that I love that brings out my inner child, do so. If self-care is like, I really feel like I need to go on a walk today, go do so. If your inner child, maybe that too, okay? If your self-love practice for that day is working with your inner child, whatever it looks like, self-love is not always what social media depicts it to be. For me, sometimes self-love is letting myself cry, letting myself feel, letting myself hurt, letting myself go through the emotions that I need to go through instead of suppressing them. So whatever self-love looks like to you on any given day, remember to practice that in this next 3 months. You also got the number 33, focus on the here and now, nostalgia, okay? Also equaling the number 6, but also 3, okay? Focus on the here and now, nostalgia. I'm going to put this over here because I feel like it's very similar to the energy and the vibes we were tuning into over here, which is this. There's going to be moments in the next 3 months. You're probably going to be called to focus on the past. You might be called to sit back in those memories and sit back in that moment, but your guides are really reminding you, as beautiful as the past is, as beautiful as the future even is, it's so important to sit here and sit now, because if we're so focused on the future and we're so focused on where we're going, or we're so focused on the past and how much we failed or how much we let ourselves down, we miss everything in life. Like, we're literally missing our days. We're not paying attention to them. We're not paying attention to any little small moment because we're so focused on either where we're going or where we've been. But your guides are like, focus on where you are. You know what I'm saying? The next card you got is number 29, equaling the number 11. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Feast, period. Okay, you're going to have a lot of abundance. You're going to have a lot of business growth and opportunities when it comes to career in the next 3 months. And it can be so easy, like I was saying, to get really caught up in that. And again, going back to the imagery I got with The Greatest Showman, it can be really easy to almost get not overcompensated, but overwhelmed with that. And I'm gonna bring in the Justice card here. Finding that balance. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Slow down and celebrating yourself is a very beautiful way of being like, look how far I have come. Look how far I have come, and not allowing yourself to be so caught up in where you need to go next, and not letting your ego take over the show. All right. Slow down and saying, wow, I did do that. I did accomplish that. I'm amazing. I'm awesome. I'm wonderful. And then, you know, just having that time with yourself, spending time on yourself, spending that time with self-care. But again, just finding that beautiful harmonious balance of not be going too far into the ego and that energy. All right. But again, definitely take time to celebrate yourself. Definitely take time to stop and smell the roses, because there's so much around you to see. And as far as where you're going, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be magnetizing. It's going to be amazing. But your guides want you to also focus on where you are now, because that is how you got to where you are. And this is how you're going to get to where you're going. The last card you got today is number 31, Universe. We're all just stardust. This, every time I see this card, it reminds me of the song I feel like I quote every single reading, which is Trust the Universe by Stick, STIC, on Spotify. And it literally, there's a line of the song that's like, we're all just made up of stardust, right? We're all just made up of stardust. You are a part of the galaxy, and the galaxy is a part of you. You are a part of the divine, and the divine is also a part of you. And what is so important here to remember when you see the universe card showing up is that I know that what's been going on in your current life lately feels like it's your whole world. Like, it feels like it is so permanent. It feels like this is all that there is and all that there's going to be. But your guides are kind of reminding you to take a further perspective and see where things might be headed. See how maybe what has been going on lately has actually been trying to teach you something. Seeing how the problems and the stress and the worries that you've gone through may have been the blocks that you needed to climb to get to where you are now. Maybe seeing things from a further perspective of how what's going on right now is not permanent, right? What's going on right now, tomorrow is a completely new day. A completely new day, a completely new slate to really change everything. Now, I'm not saying that there are not permanent things in life. There are definitely permanent endings. There are things that end and that we cannot get back, and I understand that. But what your guides are saying is that the energy in which you are sitting right now is not permanent, right? You can wake up tomorrow and completely change your energy. You can wake up tomorrow and choose to be happy and excited and joyful, or whatever it looks like for you. And I'm not saying that if you've been going through something really hard to wake up and be like, everything's fine. But your guides are just really trying to kind of see from a further perspective that you are a part of an infinite universe, meaning that you have infinite possibilities in this world. You have infinite ways of living in this world. You have infinite ways of doing and being. So don't limit yourself. And that's really what I'm trying to get across here in a really weird roundabout way is do not limit yourself. Do not limit yourself to the possibilities you can achieve. Do not limit yourself to what you think you are deserving of. Do not limit yourself to all of the amazing options and ideas and possibilities that lie out there for you, because there are a million of them and you deserve to reach all of them. All right. Pile number 3, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Commenting, subscribing, and giving a thumbs up all help me and my channel so much. And also, I really and genuinely and truly like to know if this kind of stuff is resonating with you, if you like it, if you don't like it, etc. And also, what kind of videos would you like to see? Because I would love to do more videos that you guys actually are interested in. If you have any ideas for pick a card videos, any questions you'd like answered, let me know and I'll try to get to those. I also wanted to remind you that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. I do offer private tarot readings at www.marinatarot.com. On this channel, I do accept both tips and donations, which are never required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Thank you so much to everyone who has left me a tip or donation. It does not go unnoticed. It does not go unappreciated. I seriously can't even believe I'm at a place where people would do that for me, and it just means everything to me. So thank you. Thank you so much. I love you, okay? I freaking love you and I adore you. Just got to get it out there. And I wanted to remind you that I did also go ahead and open up my Amazon wish list for you. All of the information is going to be in the description and on the pinned comment of this video, so you can go ahead and check that out. I love you, cuties. I adore you, and I'm so grateful for you. And I will see you. Oh, wait. Whoa. I forgot my catchphrase. Always remember to show where there's love, show your light, and shine so bright. And I will see you, cuties, for my next video. Bye, Pile 3.